I assume they might just drop us. There is a cutscene. Because we never found out what was up with the black mirrors. Or how we got them or anything. Termination unsuccessful. All active processes could not be stopped. The Reverie Corridor's post-game state has been unlocked. So it's corrupting or something then. Alright. You can now access the fourth stratum's second half. About the post-game Reverie Corridor. You can continue enjoying the Reverie Corridor even after clearing trails into Reverie. There is plenty of additional content to be discovered. Okay, so we already saw that. You won't be able to directly return to the real world in this state, but you can create clear data at any time by inspecting the mirror. You can now freely select which character you'd like to walk around the Reverie Garden as. You can choose which character you would like to control when walking around and exploring the post-game Reverie Corridor. Please choose your initial party. Sure, we'll keep rocking with these guys. Reen can now use Enlightened Spirit Unification, so it's not Unchained, it's Enlightened. Reen's Chain Spirit Unification has been upgraded to Enlightened Spirit Unification. This is a more powerful self-buffing craft without the downsides the Chain Spirit Unification had. Resonance Hair. A Resonance Hair 2 and Original Hair. New Master Missions. Reverie Quest. Okay, cool. So this is the post-game True Reverie Corridor. So let's go ahead and see what everybody's got to say in the post-game True Reverie Corridor.
How's it going?
Ark and Seal reached out to me asking if we'd be interested in performing for a show celebrating Crossbell's independence. Who would say no to that? I let Ron Morris and Kalinka know so we could move around our schedule and make it happen. I can't wait to see what kind of show it'll be. I've heard Ilya can be a perfectionist when it comes to staging a performance.
Got stuff going on?
I had the chance to chat with Garcia after that whole mess was over. It was fun hearing some stories about the boss when he was younger. He said he was going back to serving out his sentence once the investigation is over, but I hope we get another chance to talk. So it was only temporary
you got
then.
A sec?
Oh, okay.
You got a sec?
I think this is a good opportunity for us to show that Erebonians and Crossbellans can work together.
Sup?
Guess we can check that one off the list. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if you need me. And I think... let's... Alright.
Got stuff going on?
Oh, and it resets it. Okay, well that's fine.
Yes? Is something the matter?
It's been quite some time since things were so tranquil. Now that my instructor is fine and Crossbell's problems are resolved, most of my previous worries have evaporated. It took a lot of work, but things are better for it. I'm glad I could be a part of that effort together with everyone else. And so where would Arios
Hello
be?
there.
I've been working with the Guardian Force to restore the city ever since we put the crisis behind us. It's impressive how proactive the citizens were. It didn't take long before everything was back to normal. It reminded me that I'm blessed to be surrounded by so many caring and determined people. This is what I've always been fighting for. It's why I'll always love my home and be proud to call myself a Crossbellan.
This isn't ideal.
Things are finally settled in Crossbell, at least for now. What a strange feeling. To think that Abbas and I infiltrated the city just 5 years ago. It feels like a lifetime. And here I am, as happy for its future as someone who was born there.
This isn't ideal. How are you doing?
I'll give Abbas a call when we get out and tell him to get his beautiful bald head over here so we can party with the boys.
Hello there.
The commander has told me it won't be long before I'm in line for another promotion. I don't want to get ahead of myself because I haven't earned it just yet, but it does make me a little nervous. If anyone's earned it, it's you. Still, if a promotion means I can do even more to protect Crossbell, then I'm ready. I'll give my new position everything I have.
Hey, making the rounds?
Murray finally got discharged from the hospital and is back to work with the CGF. Did I mention she made a full recovery too? Things couldn't have turned out better. Thank the goddess for that. Seriously. Hell, Crossbell's even independent for real this time. Things are really looking up, so no reason to slack off in here. So we have all of our post-main content memories. Seeing what happened to Murray shook me pretty hard. More than I could have imagined. Maybe it's time for me to man up and seal the deal once this is over. Maybe. He knows how he feels, at the very least.
Do you need me?
So, that Ishmelga we encountered is the product of Elysia manifesting an alternate fate that it saw. If my hypothesis is correct, then that would mean this realm is... I agree with Grandmother on this one. Is this realm another potential future? There's little that people like us can actually do about what we're sensing for the time being, but things are moving fast. We need to prepare for what's to come next before it's too late. Right. That goes for you all just as much as it does me. Now's not the time to kick your feet up and sip tea, got it? Still, it does my heart good to see how much Emma's grown up. I'm sure Isola is beaming with pride as she watches over her.
Did you say something?
I suspect I'm beginning to see how things work in this realm. There's much that concerns me here, but it's not exactly anything I can meddle in either. For now, all we can do is try to be prepared for anything that could come. And I do mean anything. The spirit vein disturbance that had spread through the continent is completely settled now. In some ways, it feels as though the job entrusted to the Hexen clan since ancient times has finally come to an end. But it may just be the beginning of a new era for us witches to live. There's much for me, Grandmother, and Celine to consider. Well, there's no rush. We have all the time in the world to mull this stuff over. That's right. Thanks, Celine.
Hiya.
My duties as a witch might be over in a sense, but that hardly means I'll quit being one. My next task is to figure out what it means to be a witch in this new day and age. It's something I'll have to give ample consideration.
Say something or don't. Come on.
I never expected we'd get to reunite with the Divine Knights the way we did. You'd think it'd be impossible. No amount of magic could have ever pulled off a miracle that crazy. But sometimes fate and the bonds we share have a way of defying logic. You kids are just full of surprises, aren't you? There's no need to sell yourself short. Your part in this has been nothing short of essential, Celine. That's a fact. Yeah, well, considering she has no F-scraft, she hasn't really done as much as everybody else, but... I know. You don't have to go rubbing it in my face, though. Sheesh.
What? What is it?
I still can't believe we got to see Valimar, Ordine, and El Prado again. You kids are always full of surprises, huh? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. I'm sure that's not going to change anytime soon. And now these three, the swords people. Tensions between Erebonia and Crossbell should have cooled off for the time being. It's strange to think I've had a connection with the two through the Phantasmal Blaze plan. Maybe it was fate that I was here to help. I hope I was able to carry my lord's will. Well, it is true that your lord did once help Drykel's the Lionheart, so I'm sure she would have smiled down on you too. I hope you continue to exemplify your lord's will, Duvalie. I will do all I can to live up to the S my family inherited and root for you. Please, I don't need your well wishes.
If you could keep it short.
Setting that aside, just how long do you expect me to keep coming to this world with you? I guess she doesn't really have a choice, does she? I appreciate the opportunity to train, but some of us have matters to attend to in the real world, I'll have you know. She says that, but...
Hey, what's new?
I feel quite emotional thinking about how we've reached the dawn of a brand new era. A new era not only for Erebonia, but also for warriors and martial artists across the continent. As Emeria undergoes profound change, what purpose shall our swords serve from here on? It may well be something to mull over now that we have this additional experience behind us.
Whatever your worries, let them rest.
The emergence of another Reen was certainly a grave and solemn matter. Nevertheless, what matters most is that you overcame those trials together with the others and seized the present. Every experience in life can be used to help us grow. That is what it means to live in the here and now. It is our duty. I will also strive to always keep growing as a person, Father, now more than ever.
Whatever your worries, let them rest.
I'm sure everyone has much to ponder in light of recent events, particularly Reen. Remember, every experience in life can help us grow. Okay, well, so everybody's things aren't that different.
Review missions.
View missions. Reverie Corridor treasure chests for... maybe...
Confirming rank points accumulated.
479.
Liberation
We're
rank
21
unchanged.
off. There's more than enough RP. Huh. Yeah. Fill in 100%. I think we're hosed on that. Win against 19 people. So there's... Are there
New
more
contents
Vantage Masters
available.
opponents then? Because we've already beaten everybody, I thought. So now we're gonna head up there. Wait, was there a fourth thing? I could have sworn it looked like there was another type of sealing stone, but maybe I was just imagining things. Okay, no. Random. So there's... Random? Does that mean we can get those from any stratum? I hope that's not the case.
Take a load off.
Whew. Wasn't sure how this was gonna go, but it's a happy ending for us after all. Now I can finally take that vacation in Crossbow without a worry to my name. I'm pretty sure we still have plenty on our plates, Lecter. I know. Let me dream, okay? Or at least let's hurry up and wrap things up for my sake.
Yo, all good?
But you know, I really didn't expect such a happy ending out of all this. I really did think they were gonna kill off Rufus, yeah. Guess my gut feelings don't amount to much. At the end of the day, people straight up have the power to shape a path toward the future.
Oh, would you like to talk?
I'm so glad we were able to save Rufus. I can't thank everyone enough for their help. With the danger Elysium presented out of the way, I can truly be my own self and try all sorts of new things. It's strange. Even without being able to calculate the future, I still have a good feeling about what's to come. Yeah, whatever is about to happen in the in Calvard is gonna be easy to handle, I'm sure. This world is filled with amazing, exciting things just waiting for me to discover them. Oh, I can't wait!
Oh, would you like to talk?
I've made a point of taking everyone's picture before I leave for my journey, so that's what the ending sequence was. Kia and Altina are also helping me. They've gotten me more amazing shots than I know what to do with. I can't wait to see how they turn out. So this is before the ending sequence
help
then.
you?
I can't help but laugh at myself when I think of how I escaped death amidst such dire circumstances. I suppose it's Adios' way of saying she still has plans for me. I understand that I can't sweep what I've done under the rug. I shall carry the weight of my actions to my grave. But I also see starting my new life anew as a wonderful privilege few are granted. I won't waste it for a second. And you better not. Okay.
What's wrong?
It's been a week since Crossbell officially gained its independence. Things are slowly returning back to normal. Man, I never thought I'd see anything like this when I first joined the SSS. I can't possibly thank everyone who helped make it happen enough, especially those who aren't with us. We can't ever take what we have for granted. It's up to us to protect and cherish it now.
Did you need something?
This marks a brand new chapter in Crossbell's history. No, the entire continent. I'm curious about what's happening in Calvard, but I'm sure things will find a way to work out. There's no problem we can't solve so long as we're together. That's the way it's always been, and this time is no different.
How's it going?
Alright, so that's...
Just a minute.
I'm sure there will be a mess of political issues to sort out, so I plan on tackling them to the best of my ability as grandfather's aide. My pride as a member of the SSS will give me the support I need. Now I'm wishing I hadn't upgraded Rufus, because Tio needs it more. Not Rufus, Eustace. I'm still wrapping my head around it. Crossbell's finally going to be free, for real this time. It doesn't even feel real to me yet. Though this is just the beginning, my home will still have plenty of challenges to overcome. Now I'm fired up. I'm gonna use everything I've learned from Class 7 in the SSS while we're here. Lloyd, Instructor Reen, I'm ready when you are. Sounds good. Now that's what I like to hear.
You, got a sec?
Hard to believe we're almost second years already. I wonder what that'll be like. It'll be a lot quieter than you guys' first year. Come to think of it, that means there will be new first years too. Campus is gonna feel a lot smaller than it has been. Guess that means I've got to use what I've learned from Class 7 in the SSS. Time to apply it to being a good role model too. So yeah, right now, the branch campus only serves a single year, but starting next year, it'll be two.
What's going on?
So what I faced was another me of sorts, one that could have existed in another timeline had things gone differently. Looking back, confronting him helped me to face myself yet again. Not only that, but it made me realize I can be happy too. No, that I will be happy in the end. It's the best way for me to repay all the kindness I've received from those who have kept me going all this time.
What to do?
What that other me said about things happening 3 years from now definitely concerns me. Yeah, of course Lloyd would share that little bit of information with everybody. But I know that as long as I have everyone else with me, whatever life throws our way, it'll be alright. We can take care of it. Oh, the Proto Class 7.
Hey, how's it going?
I never thought I'd see Ordine or any of the other Divine Knights again. Looks like they've been keeping an eye on us one way or another since they disappeared. The surprises never end with them, huh? Must be their way of keeping us on the straight and narrow. We gotta make sure our lives are worthy of their sacrifice.
Yo, doing alright?
Sounds like things are settling down in Jirai. First, I'm gonna pay a visit to my grandfather's grave. After that, it's off to wherever the wind takes me. I want to find a way to prove to Ordine and the other Divine Knights that I'm making the most of what they gave me. Crow's the only person here who went to Thor's who never actually graduated from it.
Hi there.
But I'm sure Crow has the credentials to basically get him into anything he'd like to. The signing ceremony was so wonderful. I still get a little choked up when I think about it. There are so many people who worked hard for it that it's inspiring. That's something the branch campus can learn from. I'll have my work cut out for me as one of the lead instructors next turn, but I plan to dive in head first.
Oh, need anything?
Things will probably be pretty hectic at Thor's during the next term with all the new personnel and restructuring. That said, I'm still excited for the challenge it will present. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. It's hard not to be inspired seeing the passion of the Crossbellans. It makes me want to do just as much for the branch campus.
I'm always down to talk.
All my cute kittens are still safe and smiling. Now that's what I call a happy ending. Plus, I even got to pilot the Arcee too. A gal couldn't ask for more. I know the Empire is probably going to continue experiencing aftershocks from the Great Twilight for a good while. But as a member of the 4 great houses, I'll at least try to help my father with things from time to time. Somebody's sounding mighty responsible all of a sudden.
I'm always down to talk.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about Calvert too, especially since that's where my teacher, Keelika, is right now. I think? No, this got confirmed previously, but it's also very apparent. But for now, let's just kick back and enjoy this happy ending. We busted our butts to earn it. So Keelika and... I mean, they might do Zine like they do Dudley. I doubt Zine's coming back as a party member, but Keelika will probably be playable.
Oh?
Need me for something?
Now that Zoa Baylor is out of the picture, the Retributive Tower and Zoa Gilstein are too. With any luck, that should mean the Black Workshop's technology will no longer be used to cause harm. Which means I can resume living as plain old George Gnome like I used to be. You better make sure to keep it together from now on, George. If I see you going off the deep end again, Toa and I'll beat some sense into you and drag you back. Got it? That's right. Don't try to test us because we absolutely will do it, mister. At this rate, us guys are never going to be able to repay everything the girls have done for us. We owe too much.
Oh? Need me for something?
Things have changed a lot now that we don't have to worry about the Black Workshop. For one thing, I can finally re-emerge as plain old George Gnome. Get a new, fresh start in life. I have to keep going. I want to be of help to everyone however I can to make up for my actions, even if it's only a little. Who are these other Vantage Masters opponents, one wonders?
What next?
So the Saint Estrella girls are also having a little parlay. This incident has far exceeded what even I could have foreseen, yet we've made it through thus far just as we always have. There's a chance we could even overthrow the government if we put our minds to it. She's saying it with a heart, but I'm sure we're powerful enough to do so. You say please. I promise you it was a harmless joke. For now, anyway.
You need little old me.
I promise that whole revolution comment was only a joke, but its inspiration was heartfelt. We're capable of the impossible together. I suspect we still have a long road ahead of us, but I'm also confident we can make it past what awaits us so long as we're together.
I have to do something.
It pained me so much to think about what else fate could have had in store for Reen had things gone differently. It feels like nothing short of a series of miracles that we're able to even talk to one another right here, right now. She's not wrong. It makes me treasure every moment of every day we share together even more than I already did. Well, I hope for your sake at least that it won't be long before St. Estrella and the branch campus get together to do something again. Me too. I'm really looking forward to it.
I have to do something.
Mother and father were both so relieved once they found out Reen was okay. They have been going through a lot lately, yeah. It's a shame I wasn't able to see everyone when the group last stopped by Ymir. Hopefully we can have everyone up there again soon so I can rectify that. Yeah, let's not keep the Ymirians waiting. The Ymirians?
Yes? What is it?
In only a few years' time, the orbital network is spread across Emeria with Crossbow at the heart of it. Lapis said something along the lines of Elysium being what humanity would arrive at sooner or later. She may be right. It already feels as though the continent is getting smaller every year with how quickly it's developing. I hope the older, wiser versions of ourselves will be ready for something like Elysium when the time comes.
Thanks for thinking of me.
There was no better place to celebrate the end of that crisis and Crossbell's independence than in Michelin Wonderland. I hope we can all find time to relax and have fun together like that again someday. I'm sure we will.
Oh, something up?
It's crazy to think that the Retributive Tower vanished without a trace, just like when it took out Juno Naval Fortress. It's not just the tower that's gone either. So are the satellite combat shells that reflected the divine lightning around too. That's strange. You'd think those would still be there. It's kind of a shame. We could have made leaps in our technology if we'd been able to collect and analyze the wreckage. If anything, we're probably better off this way. Taking shortcuts on these sorts of things is just asking for trouble.
Oh, something up?
Who knows how much advanced technology we lost when the Retributive Tower disappeared. Yeah, same thing with the Liber Arc going down. But hey, at least it saved us a ton of time and effort trying to demolish that thing in time for the signing ceremony, right? Our company is in for a bumpy ride. I've got to do my part to steer it right with Mother, Grandfather, and Sharon.
What is it?
Getting to see all kinds of new technology has been like a silver lining to this incident for me. We may not have had access to it for very long, but I'm sure it's going to greatly influence how the technology we have now will evolve. Something tells me the next few years will be defining for the continent's engineers. And that makes me want to really step up my game. There are innovations to be made.
What is it?
Something tells me that Mom and Grandpa have given me so much, not to mention Agate. I want to seize this opportunity and make them all proud. You will. Tita's definitely going to be one of the premier minds of Zemuria before too much longer.
You can always hang with me.
The round of 7's finally up and running again now that the Sonorous Seashell is back aboard the Courageous 2. Good on you guys to persevere despite losing those communications. I'm seriously impressed. Let me tell you, it's tough being a scout when there's so much talent around you that would make for excellent bracers. Maybe I should dust off the old recruiting lines and see if I can interest anyone in taking the junior bracer exam. I could see Kurt becoming an Erebonian bracer. It might be the closest thing to allow him to track down Cedric.
I'm always up for a good chat.
Well, that was a fun little get-together, wasn't it? Even my heart was pounding. I'm glad I was able to witness everything to the end in Grandpa Yorik's stead. It's anyone's guess where the old man is now, but I'm sure he's happy, at least.
I'm always up for a good chat.
I'm glad I was able to keep them safe and see Crossbell regain its independence. A small part of me even feels proud. Proud and happy deep down.
You can always hang with me.
The Calvardian branches have had their hands full as of late from what I've heard. Wouldn't mind doing something to help. I still owe Zin for the solid he did for me right after the Great Twilight. Maybe I'll give headquarters in Le Mans and the other branches a ring to see if there's anything we can do. I'm sure there always is.
How's it going?
It just dawned on me how little time has truly passed since the Non-Aggression Pact was signed in Liberl. I never would have imagined that in just a few short years, Calvert would gain true, lasting independence. It's astonishing. It feels like a new era for the continent, one we can leave a lasting positive impact on. And now's a good time to start looking ahead to the future now that Elysium has been taken care of.
What's up?
This incident is going to be a defining moment for a lot of people. I gotta say that I like the look on you guys' faces now that it's almost over. We beat Elysium and saw Crossbell finally gain its independence. I'm sure whatever's going on in here will prove just as valuable a learning experience.
What's up?
It's been one thing after another, but now that it's almost over, I have to admit I like the look on you guys' faces. Whatever happens next will determine what our big takeaway from this will be. Whatever the real truth at the end of the true Reverie corridor is, he means. I'm not down for getting one-upped when the going gets tough. Not by Schwarzer, Bannings, that pretty boy former governor, or Tita.
How's it going?
I'd be lying if I wasn't concerned about what the society could have planned in Calvert. No, it does feel like a new era for the continent. Now's a good time to start looking ahead to the future. Same thing.
How's it going?
So Crossbell's finally independent again, but for real this time. And it's a long time coming if you ask me. My mirror is on us getting a lot of frequent flyer miles between Crossbell and Liberl for the foreseeable future. We want to help out. Because I seriously doubt business is going to slow down anytime soon. So let's team up again and get some work done, yeah?
How's it going?
Seeing the smiles on people's faces after that signing ceremony is something I'll remember for the rest of my life. You can bet we'll do our part to help the SSS ensure that the good times are here to stay. But definitely... Oh, okay, I thought, what are these books?
What is it?
In retrospect, it's remarkable just how much has happened in just a year. Our first days at the branch campus seem like distant memories now. I can't begin to count how many ways I've grown or how much I've learned in my first year at the academy. I don't plan to work any less hard in the coming school year either. Are you with me, Ash? Here's to our second year at the academy. Yeah, whatever you say.
What is it?
I couldn't believe my eyes when Father and the others pushed back the tower as they did. I doubt I'd have the strength to do the same, even with the witch's aid. Yeah, they're pretty cracked. Though I have faith I'll get there someday. That's why I must continue growing while I'm attending the academy.
What do you want?
Shit stayed so crazy ever since the Great Twilight that this lull's long overdue, if you ask me. Finally, I can relax.
Though I'm sure Wild Philly and Schwarzer must be relieved too. I know it wasn't easy for our two nosiest busybodies.
What do you want?
Oh yeah, turns out the branch campus recently decided to put on a proper festival to welcome the incoming students and all. Guess after the open house, everybody's still in the mood to party. I don't know. Can't say I get it, but I don't hate the idea. If we're gonna do it, I'll make sure it's just as big of a success, if not more.
Not sure what to make of any of this.
The cleanup work I've been overseeing in Crossbell is almost wrapping up. Erebonia is finally withdrawing from Crossbell, both on paper and in practice. It's the dawn of a new era in the region. I wonder if Rhineford is still gonna retain its... No. Rhineford was actually pulling out of Orcus Tower at the beginning of the game. Meanwhile, the Empire itself is still being led by a provisional government. There are big changes ahead for everyone. I intend on supporting my dad the best I can as a member of the Inspectorate. You know, Elliot, we're overdue for a guys' night out. We definitely need to go out drinking sometime. There are people with special dialogue depending on who you're playing as. No wonder some of these are barely changed. There's probably a lot of other dialogue that I love hearing the Falcom stuff as much as the next person, but I am not going through the Reverie corridor with every single person in order to see every single bit of additional dialogue. Yeah, you're right. I guess we oughta now that we're both living in Heimdall again. We deserve to let off some steam.
How are you holding up?
Crossbell isn't the only one entering a new era. The same is true of Erebonia. I'll need to work hard at the Inspectorate to support my dad as best as I can. So I hope you'll lend me your support down the road when I need it.
Need me for something?
I'm happy to say that things are much more peaceful at the settlement now. There were sightings of pleroma grass during the incident, but it didn't cause them too many problems, thankfully. A gentle breeze is sweeping across the highlands yet again. I'd like to invite you all under much more peaceful circumstances sometime.
How's it going?
There's nothing I enjoy more than sharing my home with my friends. I'm sure my family would love to have you when the time comes. Gaius is definitely, I think he might actually be my favorite, Gaius is definitely my favorite member of Class 7.
Speak your mind.
And I think my favorite member of the new Class 7 is Ash. Rufus will likely be back on his feet in no time. I'm still relieved, despite everything we've been through. Though it's hard to stay my tongue about that stunt he pulled. Still, I suppose we owe him our gratitude for ridding us of that tower. He always had a flair for the dramatic.
Speak your mind.
This incident may be resolved, but I'm sure there are still small fires to put out throughout the Empire. Which means I'll have my work cut out for me as the acting Duke. Well, future Duke now, I suppose. Right, seeing as Rufus will no longer be able to inherit the Alberea house.
Hi!
It's crazy to think that it's only been like a month since I came back, huh? We crammed so much into this month that it feels like it's been ages. Pretty cool that we managed to pull through it. I'd remind you we still have unfinished business and to take this more seriously, but I'm sure that's impossible for you. Well, we managed to wrap that up, but I'd still like to spend some more time with the folks here. Let's work hard and party even harder.
Hi!
A lot's happened since we got here, but it's been fun facing it all together. I almost didn't want to say goodbye. I'm sure we still have quite a bit left. Okay, so there Arios is.
What?
That whole run-in was a real shocker. It's been a while since we ran from the organization and all. Still, it's kind of cool to get a reminder of how much our lives have changed and how many friends we've managed to get in our corner. I guess we have our fearless boss to thank for that. But don't tell him I said that. No reason to stroke his ego any further. I guess we do, yeah.
What?
I could really go for a place where we can lie low and take it easy about now. We made some good money off of this, but it's not like that money's gonna last us forever. Dang, all of that OT plus hazard pay plus getting paid directly from the former Rufus Alberea's coffers isn't enough for a life on Easy Street? Oh, whatever. I don't need it to last as long as we last. I told you. Quit springing girlfriend stuff on me. It weirds me out. They're official now? It's almost time to head out. We didn't spend that much time here, all things considered, but it felt like a lifetime. Honestly, I never could have imagined us getting wrapped up in something like this. Regardless, I'm glad we chose to stay with C until the end. I think we gained something even more valuable than our reward.
Yeah, you guys have earned a place in Trail's call-up time, in the Trail's call-up log. You are now on call to show up in basically any future installment. Huh, really? Speak for yourself, because I still want to get paid. They haven't been paid yet, okay.
Way to go and ruin the moment.
Need me?
I usually prefer to keep things with others strictly business, but all told, this has been a good experience. It's still possible the organization could send someone after me and Nadia. Until we can find somewhere truly safe, I can't afford not to keep my guard up.
I wonder if it's really called the Garden. So, you two are about to leave then? It's going to be lonely without you, especially after getting to know you so well. After that fight to the death they almost had.
We appreciate everything you've done for us. We'll try to keep in touch once the heat has died down.
Oh, we'll definitely come back. I have to go see Arkansas live. In that case, I can't wait for you to come back to Crossbell. Here's to finding your own rays of hope and walking whatever paths you want.
I hope you're doing well.
Elia's completely back to normal after that confrontation we had before. She's even practicing harder than I've ever seen her. San-san has also been dropping by with food and offering moral support. Thank goodness we got the two of them back. I'll have to step my game up, both as a member of Arkansas and as Yin. There are people who need me. And these two,
How you doing?
the bestest frenemies. Let me tell you, the guild has been busy like you wouldn't believe ever since Crossbell officially regained its independence. Wenzel went back to Crossbell too. It's probably going to take a while for the Erebonian branches to get fully reorganized. Not that I can complain. I'll take a hectic workload over not having our branches open at all any day of the week, that's for sure. We just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other until this is all over. It'll make the beer taste that much better once we unwind.
You all good in there?
The guild's had its hands full ever since the war ended. I can't wait to down a few ice-cold ones when we finally get out of here. They're gonna be long overdue.
I'm ready to do whatever you ask.
So Crossbell is independent once again. A most joyous turn of events, to be certain. With Professor Novartis fully out of the picture, I don't expect the society to meddle in matters any further. The chairman is also willing to cooperate wherever needed to properly address anything that arises after the fact. As a humble maid to the Rhineford Company, I shall also lend my full support to the very end for as long as I'm needed.
I'm ready to do whatever you ask.
The chairman also appears to be concerned about the ongoing situation over in the Republic, as we should all be. We've got, what, about three months till we find out specifically what's going on over there? Unless you're a Falcom fiend and you played the game untranslated with like a patch log or something. I like Falcom. I like Trails games. I don't like them that much to not wait for the official English release. Well, I did play fan translations of Zero and Azure, so maybe I shouldn't count myself out of that group too soon. It's difficult to fully grasp society's current direction for the time being. However, my stance remains unchanged. As a humble maid to the Rhineford Company, I shall lend my full support to the very end for as long as I'm needed.
Wanna chat?
You guys worked so hard back there! Who knows how things would have gone if we weren't all together like this? Especially when it came to rescuing Rufus at the very end there. Everything will work out in the end, I'm sure of it. There's nothing this team can't handle when it works together. You can count on me pulling my weight more than ever. I'm practically a full-fledged member of the SSS now. Her order is very good, so...
Wanna chat?
There's nothing we can't overcome when we combine our forces. We've already proven it once. What is I doing, dude? I know things will work out no matter what happens next, so you better believe I'll be helping now more than ever.
Wanna chat?
Zite's over here freaking out.
I feel as though I've truly fulfilled my role as the holy beast meant to watch over Crossbell. Especially now that I've seen it finally find peace. I considered vanishing without a word, but with my old covenant long gone, I don't necessarily have to.
What he's really saying is that he likes the SSS and wants to stick around as their useless police dog.
Remaining here with Lloyd and Kia as a police dog sounds just fine.
We're glad to have you back, Zite.
Is something the matter?
You can't put a price on the independence Crossbell has finally regained. What Ian and I attempted before simply pales in comparison. And I know we succeeded because all involved confronted the task at hand with the utmost sincerity. I'm sure Saya and Guy would be so happy were they still with us.
From the looks of things.
I'm able to stand here because the SSS and citizens of Crossbell saw me as more than my sins and supported me. I won't waste a moment of this new chapter in my life. For Saya, for Guy, and most importantly for Shizuku.
Alright, so now it's time for us to tackle the 4th stratum. So I think this one, instead of doing a full run through, I might truncate things a bit. But before I can tell you that story, let me go ahead and tell you this story. It was mid-February in year 1207 of the Septian calendar, 2 weeks before the wedding ceremony of Prince Olivert. Nicholas, former Thor student and employee of the Zemirian Railroad Corporation, received a message from Valflame Palace. The palace, it turned out, wanted his help planning the wedding reception's buffet, as the prince was also a Thor's alumnus. In response, Nicholas decided to gather menu ideas from fellow alumni, younger students, and even students from the branch campus. Oh, okay. So that's how he factors into this. Well, they'll soon learn their folly. One of those who answered the call was a young student from the branch campus who was far more passionate about cooking than most. Leaves branch campus dormitory. Yeah, they'll be hard at work, but I'm sure Sandy will feature too. I'll need a dish fit for a royal wedding that can also be served at a buffet. And only ones the judges approve of will get a chance, huh? So they can't so he can't submit anything too insane. I can't stop thinking about what Sandy and Tina said. Don't get me wrong, we're not saying your cooking style is bad or anything. But lots of different people will be in attendance, so I think you should avoid anything that'll taste too bitter. And presentation is important. Most people aren't going to be too into eating bugs and lizards. Huh, really? I need to aim for something that'll be a hit with the average person. I never realized my cooking was an acquired taste. I'm surprised they were so direct with him, but they definitely didn't want anything too crazy going on at such a high society event. When I look back, it is true a lot of people tried my dishes with nervous expressions. I just took it more as nervous excitement. Could it be? Was I really mistaken this entire time? Yes. If I was, I'll need to go talk to everyone who's tried my food to get their honest opinions. Well, because everybody said that this is gonna backfire. Because everybody's like, yeah, it looked kind of weird and it tasted kind of bitter, but it was good ultimately. Are we gonna play as Freddy? I highly doubt that. Daydream, ultimate wilderness cooking. Yeah, a lot of girls are scared of bugs. I don't mind touching them personally. That tracks. But even I would have to muster up the courage to put one in my mouth. Being afraid of bugs is definitely not just a girl thing. I would run around catching bugs when I was a child, but I never once thought to eat them. Just the thought of food wriggling around is enough for me to... Agreed. Not even once. Think I've said this a dozen times, but food shouldn't be bitter or smelly. I don't mind pungent foods. I actually like your cooking, Freddy. But I also see why most would avoid it. I'd rather have my food smell normal. So would I. But that's why I see trying pungent foods as a test of will. Who is Freddy's roommate? We're missing a guy. I can't think of Ash? No, Ash is rooming with somebody else. But he's the only other dude I can think of. I never realized this is what you guys thought of my cooking. I feel kind of bad for Freddy. Looks like most people's taste buds aren't as cultivated as mine. Okay, now I feel less bad for him. I'll have to be more conscious of that going forward. If I want to please the masses, then I need to aim for flavors most everyone likes and not make it so pungent. I think something involving wild game would work, but I don't want something too common like deer or rabbit. I've had lamb so many times now. I've had like regular people prepped lamb and lamb that cost a lot. I don't like lamb. The gaminess is just not for me. So I probably would still pass. But other people like it, and that's what matters. Just like other people like deer and rabbit and stuff, but I've never had deer or rabbit. I just don't like lamb at all. That narrows it down to... Is there wild game around Leaves? Margarita? Do they know each other? Well, I mean, clearly they know each other, but how? Freddy's not royalty, is he? I thought he was a commoner. Why, Freddy, what a lovely surprise. How are you? Still drumming up ideas on what to present for the royal wedding? Oh, is she the one who's coordinating all of this? I sure am. That's actually why I called. I'd love to get your input on something. Margarita is probably the worst person to go to for advice about this stuff. Freddy asked Margarita if she had any thoughts on rare game that would also be palatable for the average person. Turkey? You can have wild turkey. Or boar. I think I wouldn't be averse to trying boar as long as it was a... Because you can't have like intact male boar. That stuff will make you... Apparently that stuff tastes really bad. But like, if it was like a female or a young female boar, then it might be a regular old porkish flavor. I think I might try that. She then enthusiastically suggested... Rock Patio. This is where we started out in CS3 with Randy, Yuna, Altina, and Kurt. So this is West Lang Canyon's Rock Patio. If memory serves, Class 7 had to come out this way during one of their special ops. According to Margarita, that legendary game should be around here somewhere. But man, this place is something else. I bet there's all kinds of good stuff crawling inside every nook and cranny here. Enough standing around. Time to get to hunting. We are gonna run around as Freddy. We can't open up the camp menu though.
A great Ginu! Oh, those taste great if you sauce them sweet and salty and grill them. Oh, I'm salivating just thinking about it.
I wonder... Find the legendary wild game. Oh, we're insta-killing them? Freddy can't enter combat? So I'm wondering, because I was surprised, 'cause I was like, why did this dude get a thing? But I guess Freddy is one of the more memorable. Not to say that they all aren't memorable in their own ways. Freddy can't even collect this. He can only collect... Okay, well. That's interesting. but he must be a lot stronger than everybody else. Freddy found rock tripe. What is that? Rock tripe, eh? It's a type of lichen that grows on rock walls like this. Oh, I guess that's what it is. It doesn't have much flavor on its own, but it could still come in handy. I can probably use it to make a sauce to go along with the main dish. I'm sure Freddy's gonna make something really, really good, but also something completely insane. I guess as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. So while we're here, I wonder if we can probably replay this, because, well, there we go, Hardy Powder to collect free, there's something else over here. Oh, it's down there. To collect free beast ingredients. Because otherwise farming these is, I guess farming these is a crapshoot here too, kinda. Freddy found wild rocambole. What? Hey, rocambole! This stuff's wild grass similar to green onions. It could make for a condiment. Or at the very least, I could use it as rations. May as well grab some. So, I guess because we already eat stuff that grows in the ground, just because it's been around longer, I would eat rocambole. Like, if you actually, rock lichen, as long as you don't tell me what it is, but rocambole, if you just tell me it's like a wild grass or something, I would definitely dine on that. It's not any different than eating lettuce or something, in my opinion. It's all green stuff that grows in the ground. Okay, something we have to get down there in order to procure. Not too bad. Some sap, maybe? Freddy found a beehive? Well, because beehives are natural honeycombs, right? I actually think people really do eat beehives. Well, I'll be. A beehive is practically a perfect find. Every part of it can be used for something. The recipe won't call for any bees or larvae this time, but honey is always useful. Or maybe not beehives, but specifically honeycombs. People actually eat honeycombs as like snacks. Fairly certain that's a real thing. But it did look, the one time I've seen, because I'm fairly certain I've seen the video of that them being crunched on. And they made it look good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I haven't missed anything before we get to this exclamation point. Huh? Is that supposed to be the game? I knew I sensed something. I only caught a glimpse of it. But it definitely gave off a different vibe than the other monsters roaming around. That must be the legendary wild game. I guess the hunt is on.
Show yourself, Parsnip Panda. I'll stop at nothing to make a fine cuisine out of you.
The Parsnip Panda. Okay. Around and around and around we go to get other stuff that's gonna go with it. Alright, well, one more thing and then we'll collect our wild game. There's some kind of black mass on the ground. Maybe it's a mushroom? I thought I was catching a faint whiff of one. It's a black truffle. It is a mushroom. Huh, my senses are on another level today. You can't beat the aroma truffles give you. I can't wait to see how this dish turns out. Honestly, because truffles might, especially for a rich person shindig, this might go over really well. And one last thing. Time for us to get a Parsnip Panda. I could have sworn that monster I saw earlier ran in this direction. Guess I could scatter some bait to lure it out. An apple? Alright. That ought to do it. Come out, wherever you are. What monster could resist an apple filled with honey? It's positively delicious. Or come take a bite of me if you want. Yeah, those bandages on his arms, he's definitely used himself as bait before. There it is. Would you look at that pointed nose? It looks like a green raccoon. Margarita was on the mirror. Are we actually gonna get to fight? Itching for a fight, are ya? Fine with me. May the best man win. And to the victor goes the meat. Yeah, I don't think this thing stands a chance against old Fred. Ha! I should have expected a rare monster to be this fast. I need to finish this quickly. Time for a decisive blow. Any longer and the fatigue is going to affect the meat's quality. Next time it goes for a big attack, that will be my chance to finish it. Big try.
Oh, nice try, but too slow. The next flurry's gonna bleed you dry. Beast bloodletting strike!
Getting it. Wait, but that's not the S-Craft that he's got.
Rest in peace, little guy.
That is not the that's not the answer to the Miranair question, though.
You fought admirably. I give my word that not a single part of you will go to waste.
Very Shinto. And so Freddy obtained the Parsnip Panda's meat. Soon the day arrived for him to present his dish to the review panel. And I'm sure they're gonna go bonkers for it. But is it just gonna be Margarita on the review panel or other people? Thor's branch campus cafeteria. No, it's time to turn things over to our review panel. I, proud Thor's graduate monk, will be your MC today. Unfortunately, the man behind this whole event, Nicholas, is in a meeting at Valflame Palace about the multi-course menu and can't be here today. Just to remind you all, only dishes that pass our review panel will be served at the Prince's wedding reception banquet. Now, let me introduce you to our esteemed panelists. Probably gonna be a who's who of people who are in CS1 and CS2. Or not? This ought to be a good time. Let us hope that you satisfy my refined palate. Inspector Reiner? This is my first time judging food, but I'll give it my best. This guy? Where did they find these people at? Why must I debase myself by dining upon this amateurish attempt at gastronomy? Ugh. Roselia, Maki's co-worker Inspector Reiner, and Marquee Ballad, huh? Nicholas really got around, I see. And while I have no idea how she made it happen, I'm guessing Muse is responsible for the Marquee's presence today. Who can say? Either way, we should get a wide variety of opinions with these three serving as judges. If I recall correctly, Roselia hates vegetables but loves junk food, right? If that's the case, it's pretty easy to imagine what she'll say. Not to be rude, but I expect the inspector's impressions will be the most standard. My granduncle is quite the Epicurean, so he knows a lot about delicacies. So basically, they've got to please a little kid, some normie, and a rich bastard. Yeah, basically. Wording notwithstanding, yeah. We should get a good balance of opinions like this. I hope everyone participating does their best. With Yuna representing Class 7, we have to cheer her on. Yuna? Oh, I guess there they are. Yuna's entered too? Okay, well. Alright, everyone, let's put everything we've got into this. It's not like we're actually facing each other, but I'm still excited. Right? Let's do our best. Kenneth? Okay, Annabelle, are you ready? Of course. I'm looking forward to seeing what you whip up, Freddy. Likewise. He's like, man, I'm really curious about what I'll make too. Kenneth and Annabelle, though? And so, well, I guess they are Thor's graduates themselves as well, so. And so each participant began cooking in earnest, with those who finished bringing their dishes before the judging panel. Let the review process begin. That looks like, I'm going to guess this is Kenneth and Annabelle's dish. Our first dish is courtesy of current student Sandy. Oh, I was wrong. It looks like risotto. Today, I'm serving you Lenheim risotto. Right, because she's from a town that was really hype about Olivier. I remember that. This is neither an original dish nor a new one. But it is a dish that I know Prince Oliver loved when he was a child. It's very special to him. Please give it a try. This truly warms the heart. Its full-bodied flavor is elegant in its own way, and yet somehow it also feels like the sort of rustic home cooking one's mother might make. The secret behind this complex flavor is the luxurious moon truffle, is it not? Oh. Maybe Freddy will enhance everybody else's dishes by giving them the stuff that he got? And yet, it's not even the main star of this dish. It simply serves as an accent to the rest of the ingredients. Exactly! I knew you would notice, Marquee Ballad. Of course I would. What do you take me for, some meat and potatoes backwater bumpkin? That said, I never dreamed a student could prepare something of this quality. It seems I'm in for a fine feast today indeed. All of which is to say, this is a quality dish. No complaints from me. It hits the palate so gently that I suspect I'll crave this the next time I have a hangover. Wow! That's big praise, sir. Thank you. I'm quite fond of this rice porridge. No, what did you call it? Risotto? If I were to nitpick, I would say that it's only lightly flavored. Who let this child in here? The degree to which you are incorrect is infuriating. If you can't understand the complexities of this dish, then you have no right to be sitting here. It's not too late for us to call in a new judge. Excuse me? You have a lot of nerve talking about complexities when you look like you'd suck wine out of a crumpled up napkin. How dare you? Do you realize who you're talking to? You think you're so great? Please, I'm the elder of the Hexen clan. Can the two of you please resolve your differences peacefully? What's this? The judges are going for the jugular with each other. Their antics aside, Sandy's dishes received a high score. Bravo. Now let's get things back on track, shall we? Granduncle can be a handful sometimes. I'm worried about things going forward. It's quite the spectacle. Monk's really handling his job as the MC like a pro. Ooh. Next is my dish, one bite pasta. I recommend wrapping a single mouthful's worth of pasta around your fork and eating it in one go. It's fun and filling. That actually does look really delicious. I see. Points for straightforwardness. It's perfect for a buffet-style affair. Just looking at it takes me to carb heaven. Tastes just as good as I'd hoped, too. Let me see. Bolognese, basil, carbonara, and pepperoncino, eh? The idea of a single bite being filled with so many different flavors isn't bad at all. Yay! I'm glad you enjoyed it. Isn't bad, he says. I think the girls earned a bit more praise than that. Dig deep and find some humanity, will you? What is your issue, child? Why must you constantly talk down to me?
I understand that you're just a commoner brat, but surely whatever mongrel's waste you drilled some manners into you. Jeez. Calling her parents mongrels is crazy. Just to be clear, you geriatric goat, I'm over 800 years old. You can tell, the little girls are always... It's such a cliche, but it's true. It's 100% straightforward, that trope. If we're going to talk manners, it is you who ought to find a little humility. Ugh, you've been talking nothing but nonsense this entire time. Is anything going to get scored properly at this rate? I mean, I'm having fun. Same. Either way, it looks like Tita's dish got high marks. She'll surely be able to grasp you-know-who's heart at this rate. Enough, you say. Don't start any more trouble. Whoa. Now then, we're up next. Oh my gosh, I'm fiending for some fish. Cooked gold salmon. Those are huge! Oh my adios! Huh. The name really does say it all. It looks succulent to be sure, but what makes it so special? This is why you're all a bunch of amateurs. This is a rare juvenile gold salmon, is it not? They're said to be fattier and more delicious than most after coming and going on a unique excursion of sorts. Yes, we knew you'd recognize it, my lord. You truly do know your stuff. Huh, I had no idea it was such a rare fish. Rest assured, we put the utmost care into its preparation, sprinkling just a hint of salt before putting it over a carefully controlled flame. I see. With such a special ingredient, you'd be remiss to overcook it. Well, I, for one, am ready to taste it. And? This is tremendously delicious! You truly are well versed in the culinary arts. I misread you. And yet you're still talking down to me. I could give two tugs of a creepy sheep's tail about being recognized by you of all people. They're hot and they're cold, they're yes and they're no. It's quite a logical behavior. Oh, don't you worry about those two. They're in and they're out, they kiss, they make up. Against all odds, I think they'll get along just fine. Given how rare your key ingredient is, do you think you'll be able to prepare this a second time for the banquet? Fear not. They're both master anglers. I'm sure they could catch as many of these as they want. The Imperial Fishing Club also has the full cooperation of Libero's Fishermen's Guild. There's no fish we can't catch. Those are my fishing buddies for you. A juvenile gold salmon, huh? If they win, I'd love to give that a try at the banquet. Ooh, I'm up next. I present to you the taste of Zemuria Trifecta. So I really prefer soft, sweet pretzels to hard, savory ones, or soft, savory ones. Pretzels apparently originated in the Empire, but now they're enjoyed all across the continent, and each place has their own special take on them. So this time, I've made an Imperial-style pretzel, a Crossbell-style pretzel, and a Libero-style pretzel. The latter is for the bride-to-be, of course. Aha, well conceived, Yuna. I helped her make pretzels not too long ago. I wonder what the Libero variety tastes like. They smell good. Like damn good. I'm starving now. We absolutely must have her make some for us later. Very much agreed. I'm all too familiar with the Imperial style. They're somewhat firm. Crosswell pretzels utilize honey and have a uniquely salty sweet flavor to them. Meanwhile, Libero pretzels are soft and doughy. They taste great fresh out of the oven. And it would appear as though you've used different types of wheat flour for each pretzel. You can tell? Well, in order to replicate flavors of every pretzel variety,
I thought it'd be best if I used ingredients from where each one originates. I even used different water. Oh, excellent attention to detail. Pretzels pair deliciously with other kinds of food as well. This is the perfect dish to serve at a buffet. Score! Thank you so much! Who would have thought she'd use different wheat and water for each pretzel? I can't imagine her getting anything less than top marks. My turn then. Margarita's also participating? My dish is stamina gelato. Red pit viper, soft-shell turtle extract, garlic and pepper. As gelato? I took stamina-enhancing ingredients of all types and fixed them into a dessert with Armorica's high-quality sweet honey. That's definitely the kind of thing I'd expect from Margarita, that's for sure. What does it taste like? Death? I imagine it's the kind of thing you can easily overdose on. Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna give it a try. Just imagine what you'd be able to do after a heaping helping of that, Instructor Reen. Ugh. It's certainly unique. It's not bad. The spicy flavor of the peppers works surprisingly well here. I like it. I can feel myself brimming with energy. After this, I must head to Raquel immediately. Oh, just the reaction I expected. If only Milliam could have participated as well. But I'll leave that to Eustace and Reen. I have to make plenty for Lord Vincent as well. Wow, even Margarita's desserts are powerful. I bet if you had some, Tina, you'd be a bit more aggressive. Santy? And so it was time for the final participant to step forward. Whoa. This looks to be wild game of some kind. Is this raw meat? So he served it to them as sashimi? What kind of farce is this? Are you trying to feed us roadkill from who knows where? Okay. And raw at that? I've heard some things can be eaten raw, but this doesn't appear to be fresh. This meat, it's enveloped in faint spiritual power. What is Freddy thinking? I want to believe there's more than meets the eye to this. Yeah, this is Freddy we're talking about. He has to have a plan. And he comes. My apologies. Oh, he's serving it to them hot pot style. This is the meat of the fabled parsnip panda. And this dish is only complete with the addition of soup stock. Combined, they are known in the East as shabu shabu. So that's your plan. Ho ho ho, not bad, Freddy. Parsnip panda, eh? I've only ever had it once, but I recall it being delicious. And I've heard of shabu shabu before. Naming conventions aside, you basically just put the meat in the pot, right? Correct, but not all at once. You only put in how much you're going to eat in the moment. Using your chopsticks, you take a piece of meat and dip it in the boiling water. And once the meat is cooked, you take it out and put this special sauce on it. I see. This seems like fun.
So go on. Give it a try.
And so the review panel followed Freddy's instructions and partook in shabu shabu. This is absurdly delicious. I'm overflowing with power. If I keep eating it, I might go back to my original form. You'll do what now? That aside, this is certainly piquant.
The meat is thinly sliced but wonderfully firm, and it's just fatty enough. The savory flavors of the broth and sauce help to refine the meat into something else entirely. This is truly magnificent. My gosh, I never thought I'd hear Marquee Ballad say something like that. Shabu shabu, eh? I've had it once with Master. No fair. I want to try. So how long are we gonna have to stand here and watch these jerks pig out? I'm at my limit. Yeah, my stomach's been growling for ages now. Okay, judges, I think you've had enough. Now it's our turn. Hey, you can't just... Come on down! Even accounting for the banquet, I have more than enough meat to go around. From one panda, but I guess it is all sliced pretty thinly. And I, for one, would love to try the other dishes as well. I say we open the taste testing to everyone. Agreed, we all deserve to have some fun. I like that idea. Alright, then we'd better roll up our sleeves and get some more food cooking. But my privilege! I need to get more of this meat before it's all... Not so fast, Granduncle. I'll be taking that, thanks. Yeah, they had to get in on that quick. And so the review panel came to an end without incident, and all dishes presented passed through the process. In lieu of the panel wrapping up, the gang held a taste testing event for everyone to enjoy. Huh, looks like nobody's noticed. Okay, he put something crazy in there. Then I mixed powdered caterpillar fungus into the shabu shabu sauce. I kind of expected you'd done something like that. Looks like folks can handle that kind of flavor with no problem. That means I can use this dish as a foothold to keep secretly introducing more specialty ingredients into their lives. And then everyone will deepen their understanding of the gourmet world I live in. The future looks bright indeed. Just, take it easy, okay? Well, I'm sure a lot of that stuff tastes good. Daydream, ultimate wilderness cooking, and it's just getting past that. Manly Munchies, shabu shabu. So now we can make it ourselves. Received the items Freddy acquired. Which is why we couldn't get any sepith out of those stones.
Rise and shine, folks.
Yeah, it's just a regular place. 1 second. Alright, so this thing will definitely give us what we're wanting.
Now.
Zero craft. In this case, we have nobody who can issue... Okay, Okay. Because I don't want to accidentally kill these dancing maidens.
I got it.
Dancing Maiden, level 150. A shrine-haunting phantom that steals mortals' life force for itself. It shrieks and immobilizes its victims with terror. It's weak to fire and time.
Very well.
We shall... this group is definitely more physically oriented.
All for one,
And one for all!
How about we liven things up?
Yeah, see? Clobbering them big time. And then from here... Seiya Uncerter, level 153. A giant cryptid with a body covered in ice. It creates frigid blizzards to freeze all that dare to walk its path. It's weak to earth and time.
Forward.
You, that additional critical rate.
Ebon Dragon!
Forward.
Let's actually UF attack
All for one.
into one of these.
Let's end this.
And that's status attack. We'll have Swin go ahead and take that. Definitely no reason to not claim it for ourselves. We probably need someone to put at 1. Because we have no brave orders that we can issue with only 1.
Ready?
Nice, that critical paid off.
Keep it up. Now.
And he could... let's have Ren go in. Though I highly doubt this status attack is going to give us anything that we're really after.
Round and round.
It'd be nice, but the odds are fairly slim.
Up you go.
A Vanish. We're going to have to make sure that we... I doubt we can vanish this
Time for the
thing.
main event.
I wonder if that... It probably has like a 0 efficacy for Vanish.
Huh?
Even so, we want to make sure that no matter what, we just let that turn pass harmlessly. Everybody ducked it.
Ready?
Sure.
Activate.
It's my go.
And we'll have him Seraphic
Focus,
Ring.
Activate. Powering up.
Oh, geez. He needs like an E. I need to take a look at Elliot's orbments after this. Because right now, it's not looking too great. Dragon Howl. This thing can't hit us at all. Well, let me not say that and then see this thing start clobbering us.
Appreciate it.
We are all insighted.
Forward.
He'll just run up. Yeah, get in there.
This is it.
No problem.
On it.
3 turns of that critical chance.
Okay.
There's no reason to hang on to these because in between battles, we'll be able to grind these back up too easy. Unleash Ice Dragon.
It's my go.
We got the critical, but it resists whatever we were about to hit it with.
Let's begin.
Let's actually end this. One easy impede to say no thank you.
No problem. Now then.
Okay, if we unbalance. Nice.
Keep at it. Cut him loose.
Yeah.
If you
As you wish.
insist.
Yeah. Oh crap, wrong person.
Take you to a world of fantasy.
Alright, well. Oh well. At the very least, this thing will take a turn and this will give us HP heal, I think.
Remedy Fantasia. Thank you all for listening.
Why,
Appreciate it.
thank
Much
you.
obliged.
Alright, we'll say no to that yet again. Now, a Raging Fire would be very nice here, but
This is it.
we should still be
No
able
problem.
to win this.
They're down.
Yeah, it's only got 78,000 HP left or so.
Very well.
And the good news is, it was Elliot's turn that we tanked, and he's not our main source of damage, especially not this Orman looking like whatever the heck I've done to it.
Keep it up.
I'll take it from here.
27,000.
This is it.
We don't have to do anything
No
else
problem.
special for this. There's no way it survives
My
this next
turn
turn, yeah.
Wide open.
Too late.
Alright, there we go. So anything new on the Yes.
You have the
Emblem
look of
reached
one
level
who's
8.
overcome
Cross
a great many
Crusade.
hardships.
Emblem must have been our lowest leveled master quartz then.
It's not much of a surprise.
But oh well.
Yeah.
That's what killing these things is going to accomplish. Now do we have ourselves just a silver sealing stone. Alright. The other gold ones are hidden randomly, I guess. Round 2. Let's go ahead and detector this
Analyze enemy
thing.
unit. Analysis complete.
Arachne Zigma, level 152. A deformation driven by primitive insanity. Its fearsome form pollutes the mind and rots the soul before it feeds. It's weak to earth and space.
Now then.
We've got... Rend has an A unbalanced chance. But let's max out.
Ebon Dragon!
Give ourselves a nice little crit chance
Very
as
well.
well.
Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
Yeah,
Wide open!
those dancing maidens don't stand a chance.
On it.
We'll have him... Nice.
Keep at it.
And then he'll immediately come back in for another
No choice.
likelier than not crit. Can't call it highly likely.
Here goes.
Will he be able to do it? He charmed them.
Take it from here.
Golden.
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Now this should give us the... Nice.
Now.
0 arts. We can speed ourselves up. We could Nemesis
I'll
Party.
Take it from here.
This thing still has plenty of turns of balance down.
Now.
Dang, Elliot couldn't make it happen.
Rise! Ebon Dragon!
But maybe he could have
Ready?
if we had that heightened critical chance.
Keep it up.
Evil Eye of Dead Sleep.
Now
Yeah, this thing is way outclassed.
Too late. I'll take it from here.
I highly doubt it's got anything
it.
on us.
no problem.
Ready?
Now, are we in 53,000? I think we're actually just in regular defeat range.
It's my go.
Yeah.
Huh? Let's go. Asking for it.
Or
I'll take it
maybe
from here.
0 arts. We'll Lost Genesis and then Second Slash. The Lost Genesis for the delay. Well, I'm sure Arios will be able to actually get the execute here, so we don't have to strategize any further on this. Just watch our victory come all too easily.
Savage wins. Be as one
This
with
is
my
massive
sword.
overkill,
Here I
though.
go.
But it's fine.
Escape this. Kill it all. Whoa! Second slash. Raging Tempest.
Show us the victory.
The slate is clean.
More new levels. But yeah, these two, especially, they're so underleveled. Another silver sealing stone. Alright, well. So this is actually... How fast is Elliot, actually?
Analyze
He's
enemy
consistently starting us off.
I got it.
Crescent Knight, level 151. The spirit of a noble knight whose greatsword was corrupted by the blood he has spilled. He now thirsts for more, desire eternally unsated. He's weak to water and time. So before
No.
anything else, obviously we'll be issuing Ebon Dragon.
Very well.
And let's have her deal as much damage as
Time
possible.
to entertain my guests.
Now we've got a guaranteed crit
Round
coming
and
up.
round.
But one wonders if the guaranteed crit is more valuable than the guaranteed breaks. One of those we're going to use her S-Craft on. I just haven't decided yet.
What a delightful tea party.
Oh, none of them. Oh, okay, never mind. She just got Death Blow on it.
Forward.
Will we even need to do anything else here? No, we're already carved our way through.
It's over.
Well, that was easy.
More coming.
Now we've got these things. What are you? Brilliant Arms, level 151. A soft-bodied monster born from a storm of spiritual energy with deep ties to Gehenna. Its tentacles absorb and reshape spiritual energy. It's weak to time and space.
Time to entertain
Well,
my guests.
I guess it's a good thing that we didn't immediately drop everything on that previous fight.
Round and round.
Yeah, go ahead and show these things a grand old time.
Time for the main event.
And execute them.
What a delightful tea party.
Let's begin.
We inflicted one of them with something.
Moving in.
But we don't actually... Oh, we should have reissued the Ebbing Dragon.
Arcane. Gale. They're down.
Whatever.
Let's end this.
Allow
Okay.
me.
Dang. They lived that.
Yeah.
He's got... Nightmare. This is like his only damaging craft.
Good night.
We got 2 of them. That's what matters. 5. 5? That's it? That's very strange.
Keep it up.
Maybe it's like a countdown or something. It'd go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bring it on.
More new stuff. And we got a Death Blow coming up, so maybe we'll get lucky. Star Cryon, level 150. A shiny monster that congregates where the shrine's energy is strongest. It attacks intruders with high-level arts. It's weak to earth and fire.
It's my go.
And then in order to
Analyze the enemy unit.
go ahead and put a support crafts to use.
I got it.
Zafkiel, level 151. A heavenly guardian that strikes fear into all. The attack released from its 3 sets of hands can destroy legions. It's weak to wind and time.
On it.
Let's be indulgent.
Ready?
Alright.
They're down. Keep it up.
And
Very
Ren,
well.
or Ren. Let's play this smart.
Savage winds, be as one with my sword. Here I go.
If the Death Blow is meant to be, it's meant to be.
Biz, kill it all.
But we do hope that he gets in there, one and dones them,
Raging.
and then we can go ahead and keep things steadily moving. Oh yeah, perfect outcome, unscathed fulfilled.
It's only
Not much of a
We got the
surprise.
unscathed on a 3-chain battle. Wait, level 11. This is our first one we've maxed out. And of course it'd be Reen's. You'd think we would have gotten a reward for that though, or an achievement. Oh well.
this will be quite the tea
Okay,
party.
so I did not actually mean to encounter this thing just yet. I was trying to build my assault gauge back up. But you know what? We're here now, and it's time to take this thing on. Megidoradon, level 153, a cryptid that resembles an ancient elephant and houses hot magma in its body. It blasts lava like a volcano.
It's weak to water and time.
Let's begin.
How about we hit it with one of these?
Rise! Ebon Dragon!
Let's begin.
Ren is the only one.
All for one.
And will
She's the only one who's stuck in this seal thing. And let's have him immediately go back in.
Savage winds, be as one with my sword. Here I go.
Is there some type of... There must be some kind of delay effect on that. Man, I should really know what his Twin Arcane Gale does at this point.
Second slash, raging tempest.
Now show us some big damage.
Now.
Diamond Nova. He's weak to something that Elliot can do.
Very well.
That's awesome.
Arcus
Go ahead and just protect us outright.
Yep. Keep at it.
Make these crits work for us. Tyrant Howl.
Are you
And
okay?
I missed the two people who were... It missed the two people who couldn't retaliate, and it hit the two people who could. So that's not grand, but... I know Elliot's Canon has that thing when it's your main quartz where you restore, I think it's 25 EP every turn. He's getting a good amount back, though.
How naive.
Golden!
Too late.
My turn now.
We've got one more turn of this. Do we have to... Okay.
Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
She needs somewhere she can land.
Wide open!
Too late.
Now.
Let's go for Diamond Nova again. That minus delay, which is nice. As long as Ren's in the party, we don't actually really need Sarah's acceleration crap. We could go for someone that pumps. We could go for someone that pumps our damage up instead. Man, Ebbing Dragon is very nice. That 50% HP heal. There's very little chance for that to actually land on that thing's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Keep at it.
We're all simply too speedy.
It's my go. Arcus, activate.
Let's begin.
As long as we can keep these crits on hand.
This is it.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 60% crit chance.
Keep it up.
It is doing wonders for our damage output. Maybe we don't need... Maybe we could get like a defensive one then.
My turn now.
Because this additional crit chance, it's not... I mean, as you just saw, it's not as cut and dry. But it's still pretty slick. Unleash Giant Beast, and it heals back 15,000.
I'll take it from here.
That's okay, though. You've definitely got something for that.
They're down. Let's end this.
If you insist.
Yeah.
You'll keep Diamond Nova-ing.
On it.
My turn now.
I've only got 2 more turns of it. Because what we want
Too late.
is that all cancel.
Savage winds, be as one with my sword. Here
Bring
I
this
go.
thing way more in line with what we can actually endure.
Kill it all.
Well,
Raging tempest.
we're gonna make it pay for healing on us.
44,000 with the break. Just to make certain. Okay, this should, yeah, 33,000. And if it doesn't clinch it, then we're gonna make sure that Ren does. Though I'm sure he can manage it. Maybe. No, 33,000 because Arios needed a crit in order to get that. But he was also 40,000, yeah, because Arios got 44,000 damage within its damage reduction state.
That ought to do it.
New levels for everybody except Elliot, huh?
Surprise. A true warrior. Oh,
Interesting.
That
Defeated the Guardian Beast, and this time, another Silver Sealing Stone.
will be quite
So
the tea
what
party.
the heck is this thing?
Yeah.
Regna Burcell, level 152, an ancient archaism made to annihilate foes. It uses its many weapons to bring death to all who come near. It's weak to fire and space.
I'll take it from here.
Since he can... Well, we might as well start with this thing.
Now.
Blue Ascension. Yeah, he needs
ready?
even with that EP heal. Let's go ahead and bless him with an EP charge.
There. Thank you.
He's running? No, coming right at us. Earth Cleaver.
Very
73,000. Oh my gosh.
Arcus activate.
Okay.
He will have to...
Arcus activate.
Yeah, this is what I get. This thing is gonna go crazy on us.
You'll regret that.
Sorry, everyone.
I'll take it from here.
All right. The music, the music like we're in Dire Straits playing is funny, but
Thank you.
Okay.
let's work on this one first.
Savage wind.
She's got a
He is
zero.
one with my sword.
I didn't
Here
notice
I
the
go.
zero thing coming up.
Escapist.
Oh well.
Heal it all.
What's more important now is definitely, well, Elliot did lose out on the Oratorio. Okay, and now he should be able to show us something good. And then Ren couldn't drop her S-Craft even if we wanted her to. Okay, one of them's down. And this Cross Crusade, oh man. But I do believe we should get a random abnormality if we're lucky. We were not lucky.
Very well.
Can she impede? She cannot. Unbalanced D chance, but we can balance at range,
For me.
or we can just kill outright. Also a possibility. Let's do freeze and mute. It's really gonna be our only opportunity. Well,
Time to entertain my guests.
and Elliot, okay, so this should get us, or this will definitely get us the break. I probably should have just chanced the critical with Elliot.
Up you go!
But you know what? It's all good.
Time for the main event.
We'll be able to get in there, build our BP totals back up, and then we'll be able to start doing some actual damage. Oh, that's it. All right, cool. Time to get ourselves mixed up into a Spire battle. So, everybody except, we've got 3 party members who are above the level.
Sure to protect this place.
Yeah, everybody.
Powerful foe. Have at you.
Crow is definitely still level 132, but it's all good. Let's try this out.
Enlightened spirit unification.
So now he's just gone full Kaioken. Break damage was 300%. I actually would just like damage plus 60%.
Chaos storm.
Yeah, I think we'll be making Crow our tag along, actually. Oh crap, I forgot. Alright, let's investigate these guys first. Torso Mark III G, level 150. An autonomous cleaning robot further upgraded to perceive all humans as trash. Its suckage has been pushed beyond legal limits. It's weak to wind and mirage.
Moving out.
Yeah, I just, well, I definitely didn't make things easy on myself. Torso Mark III S, level 150. An autonomous cleaning robot that never gives up. After its numerous upgrades, and now sucks more than it could have ever dreamed. It's weak to wind and time.
It's my turn.
We got one more. Those 3 are likely to be fine, or we're not likely to one and done the big one in the back. But the small fry in the front, most definitely. Plus 60% damage. Now watch this kill it instantly, and we completely locks us out of the thing. No, okay, cool.
I'm up.
So we got one more. And let's have him do it. Torso Mark III Big, level 151. An autonomous cleaning robot that has been greatly enlarged and enhanced. Its suckage can now consume even beyond black holes. It's weak to wind and time. Yeah, that's definitely the sort of thing we need to make sure is completely destroyed.
Blinding light.
It's crazy that Holy Sword of Elvar's just became another craft of his.
And we probably still have that Elvar's sword in our key items list.
Leave it to me.
We shall.
Here I go.
Get in there and put that CP to good use.
Ah! Now's the time.
Wide open.
No executes, but that's fine. Let's do Supreme Arcane Gale.
Gale.
And now there's no downsides to it either.
It's down. There. Time to show off.
And it lasts an additional turn too. All right. Yeah, let's do this.
Chaos storm. All right.
Completely for the free and easy.
They're down.
I've got you.
All right, Reen. Oh.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking guard.
He doesn't say it, but he does have a new... Yeah, of course, Woden reached level 10, Chrono Burst. Beowulf reached level 10, Zeruel Cannon.
That's how it's done.
Nice.
So we're still... Even our home team is still getting a lot. But some of these guys are massively underleveled. So it stands to reason. I wish he'd said Luminous Abyss, though. Can't lie. So, we've made it to the end, and while there's no one here, I'm sure we've got a big fight for us, or at least Maybe a second midpoint or something. This looks really crazy. Sky Soaring Whale, Arc Kaitos. Yeah, I guess. And we went ahead and upgraded Elliot as well, so he's even better.
Yeah.
Oh, well, alright. Let's detector this thing. This looks almost friendly, actually.
Analysis complete.
Arc Kaitos, level 154. A whale cryptid bearing a sacred shrine on its massive back. People used to worship it in its shrine in ancient times. It's weak to time and mirage.
Ready?
Which is not something I think we've actually got.
Forward.
Let's have him lock crest.
Now then.
Well, she hits us with a shining, or I guess not.
There.
So this will get everybody. And now we'll actually have him remedy Fantasia so that everybody is healing and stays getting healed. But this thing looks like it's got 5 locks on it. I can't imagine what else we have to do in order to, like, hopefully it just goes down and we don't have to worry about that.
Remedy Fantasia! Thank you all for listening.
We shall have to see, though.
Appreciate
Why,
it.
thank you.
Oh, it's only CP recovery if it's less than 100.
On it.
Sure, let's Shadow Step.
Shadow Step!
Ready?
Here.
And then we don't want that thing to heal up for free.
Savage winds, be as one with my sword.
So we'll do what we have to in order to make sure that doesn't occur. If it gets that 10% heal, it would basically undo every single bit of damage that we've done up until this point.
Second slash, raging tempest.
65,000. Oh, this thing hurts. Let's do another Remedy Fantasia.
Take you to a world of fantasy.
Might as well put him to use since he's in the party.
Now, for the
And since we don't have, I neglected to actually change it out, so now we have
Remedy Fantasia.
2 acceleration orders, which is
Thank you all
very
for listening.
redundant.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Keep at it.
rely on
Keep it
unbalancing.
up.
But he can also
Very
make it
well.
easier, yeah. He can make it easier to unbalance. He won't make it happen for us every time.
Down. Keep it up.
Let's begin.
And then this, we'll get ourselves a nice guaranteed crit off of
No
this.
problem.
Dang, we should have had him
To
do it.
entertain my guests.
But Elliot will remain a get out of jail free card for us for the time being. And if things really get dire, we do have Wailing Wind.
Up you go!
It's not specifically a defense craft. It doesn't reduce damage, but it does make it so we can't get hit. And dodge tanking is still tanking.
What a delightful tea party.
Okay, 40,000. This thing swinging Punisher.
On it.
Yeah, let's get in there and do some
For
damage.
one.
And one for all.
Cut him loose.
This thing is crazy with the damage sponging. 1,063,578 HP. No friggin' wonder. Alright, so let's do this.
Wailing wind.
Yeah.
She is confused. But you know what? We can heal her before her next turn comes up, so it's all good.
Forward.
Yeah, let's just get in there.
Buffing.
But man, over 1,000,000 HP. At least we have a Zero Craft coming up. If I have to, I am going to very shamelessly use Brave Seeds for this. We still have like a dozen of them, so it's not going to be 32,000. All right. Profound Shake.
Close. On it.
Okay, you will cure her Confuse? There it is. Yeah, calm you down right quick.
Why, thank you.
And her turn order was completely shot.
Arcus, activate.
Forward.
With this, 1 Zero Craft.
Savage winds. Be as one with my sword. Here I go.
Now, we're going to need, to that end, for the Brave Seed. Because this thing is actually hurting us quite a bit with each of its hits.
Second slash. Raging tempest.
Yeah. We're going to need these Wailing Winds.
On it.
Now, where are you? We have exactly 1 dozen Brave Souls.
Why, thank you.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Well, so we're going to take the full brunt of whatever it's about to hit us with. But Elliot will be able to keep Albion wolfing. $30,000. Almost 30,000 each time. Alright, that was just a regular hit, but geez, look at all that damage. Let's have her...
Activating
Let's
drive.
Shining
Okay.
into a Chrono Drive.
Yeah.
I mean, Adamantine Shield. So that when we do issue it, we have a few turns of some leeway. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to consume that Adamantine Shield sooner than I meant to.
Buffing.
Oh well.
Huh?
So that's on me, though, for playing that very badly. An Impassion would be nice. Alright, so this time, we're not going to completely F it up.
Pull them down. Wailing wind.
Now then.
You will Adamantine Shield again, but the
Activating
crit belongs to you.
Savage winds. Be as one with my sword. Here I go.
This thing started off with over 1,000,000 HP. But we're hitting it quite reliably for 5 digits. So we're getting in there.
Second slash. Raging tempest.
Okay, almost
Ready?
1,000. Seraphic Ring. I don't actually want to Lost Genesis. Let's Fortuna. Ooh. Let's actually restore his EP. He needs it quite desperately.
Thank you.
Anguirus Breath.
Gotcha.
Ready?
What we need are... He has such low on balance chances.
Yeah.
Okay, so another Albion Wolf. We're gonna have to kind of cheese this and grant ourselves insight status. Because I don't, like... even though I said it, I don't want to go crazy with the Brave Seeds on this one fight. Brave Souls on this one fight.
My turn now.
She will... Okay, she'll move after the fact. In which case, she'll also Albion Wolf. Another Anguirus Breath. Doesn't hit us even a little bit.
Keep at it. Keep it up.
We might be able to try this. Nice! Another Unbalance. Well, hey.
Keep it up. It's my go.
One more Albion Wolf from you. So we're going to have to... He's got, what, 660? Okay, I think he'll be fine for a bit. At least for one more.
Forward.
I think we'll have him a C chance to unbalance.
Moving.
I want that unbalance.
An arcane. Gale.
Okay, and we got the unbalance.
No problem.
Buffing. Huh?
So this will make it even stronger. Elliot has been invaluable in this fight, not gonna lie. Very much glad we brought him along.
My turn now.
Alright, we've got 642,000. Let's... Oh, first, not forget to issue Wailing
Pull
Wind.
them down. Wailing wind.
This is our killer app here.
Now then.
And then one EP charge 4 to bring him right back up to full.
Thank you.
Another Profound Shake, which we still don't know what it does, thankfully.
Keep it up.
Though it actually looks like Profound Shake lowers CP plus 20 for 4 turns. We don't specifically need that.
Very well.
A D chance to unbalance. Well, Rend has... let's give her... the Aged Beef Stew.
Yeah. You knew just what I wanted.
Yeah.
Another Albion Wolf for our troubles.
Let's begin.
And he'll have to get in there and just strike. Seraphic Particles. What was it trying to do? Heal itself off
Now
of
then.
us? No, we gotta keep trying for the unbalances. We're gonna get one. And then we're also close to a, we're also close to an Assault Gauge charge as well. But the Ebon Dragon will function as the poor man's Wailing Wind in a pinch.
Okay.
So got that, which is good.
Keep it up.
Let's begin.
Now what do we have? A C chance to unbalance. Come on, we're counting on you. We got it.
They're down.
No problem.
It's my go.
Making sure that this guy can't hurt us.
Wailing wind.
Yeah.
We'll actually take a turn out
Analyzing enemy units.
to do this in order to make it easier to unbalance. Seraphic Particles again. That's definitely some kind of healing craft.
My turn now.
Yeah, now that it's doing that, hold on. Let's do one more of these. Because I really don't want to get into a situation where that thing is healing off of us.
Yeah. Arcus, activate.
That would be all kinds of very obnoxious.
Keep it up.
Forward.
Forward indeed.
Buffing.
Elliot's actually, he's probably our main source of damage, actually. Can't fault him for that, though. A 10% HP heal. We cannot let that happen. There is no way. It keeps going for these seraphic particles.
Very well.
A defense down. Chill. She'll also institute a magic reflect for us. Now we can double up.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's Elliot's? Elliot's not cooking with much. Yeah, actually. And the Searing Bolt will give us the 3 for free.
It's my go.
Forward.
Most excellent. We still have that increased unbalanced chance, though it's looking... Okay, nice.
They're down. Keep it up.
It was looking like we wouldn't really get to make use of that.
Now then,
Hold him down. Wailing wind.
my turn now.
It is, and you'll actually do this.
For one, and we'll
This reduces the number of unbalances we need in order to get another Wailing Wind going.
Forward.
It's starting something. So that means it's up to us to end it.
An arcane. Gale.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely saw that HP heal it was trying to score. No, sir. Absolutely not letting that happen. Sure. Because
entertain my guests.
I think she was at 200. I cannot be certain.
Round and round.
I was not paying close enough attention like I should have been.
Up you go.
But it's all good.
Time for the main event.
One of these.
What a delightful tea party.
And it resists that. It was probably a death blow.
Yeah.
Now, can we... Oh, this Galleon Fort's gonna happen no matter what. We have... Alright, let's Galleon Fort.
Huh?
And then we're going to still try for the unbalance here. Or maybe we should actually just go for the break directly.
Okay.
Okay, what we need is this second slash.
Savage winds. Be as one with my sword. Here I go.
But the question is, will we have enough time to move? Because if even Elliot can get up there, then we can start the cheese up. 84,000.
On it.
He can. All right. 238,000 left.
They're down. Keep it up. Yeah.
Now, we can accelerate.
Searing bolt.
It's my go.
And I think what we want... Well, we want to build our BP totals back up.
Let's go. Asking for it.
Nice.
On it. Keep
Not as nice, admittedly.
Very well.
We're going to have to decide.
I'll take it from here.
150. I don't think we've got that, though. All right, one more. We can afford to be a little crazy with these. I don't feel as bad about it since we're in the post game.
Yeah.
And now, unless... Okay, that'll put him underneath it, so...
Let's go.
Now what we're going to do
Let's begin.
is the crit chance.
Right. Keep on dragging.
Let's begin. Hey,
All right.
this is it.
22,000. 10,000.
Keep at it. Keep it up.
Now then.
Yeah, we've got this in the bag here. Maybe.
No chance.
Too late.
I doubt he'll be able to do more than 70,000. But it's all good. We've got absolute reflect on everybody except Elliot, who's reflecting who's reflecting arts. So we should have enough time. 50,000.
Now.
Let's actually hedge our bets a
Sorry,
bit.
take over.
Let me at him.
Elliot, who's been doing so much.
Welcome to my tipsy time.
Man, she's been sitting on the sidelines this whole time, but it's all good. Man, and we cannot thank Jellica enough. This Ebbing Dragon formation. It came in clutch. Wailing Wind was a bit more clutch. Alright. Finally did it. I know that Arc Kaitos had to have been frustrated. It couldn't hit us. Titania. Kusanagi's maxed out. Critical damage up by 110%. Pixie's maxed out.
Yay, I did it.
It's
Not much of a surprise.
True warrior.
Alright.
yeah.
Will this give us the gold sealing stone? A white sealing stone. Guess that barrier's not going anywhere. But this isn't a dead end. So just what haven't we done to remove it? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Should we start with the garden itself? Something about it has felt off. It isn't just the garden. Really, it doesn't make any sense for the corridor as a whole to still be active. If I were to make a guess, this place just isn't ready for us to keep going. We can't say for sure when the barrier will lift, but right now all we can do is wait. I'm curious about the new sealing stone they dropped here. Why don't we return to the garden and unseal it? Why not? We can also keep up training around here in the event it does decide to lift. Because I don't think we've gotten... Yeah, the white sealing stones are new. Maybe we have to go back to the other stratums and defeat new guardians that have appeared there in order to get the white sealing stones from there also. We've got a new trial key, so I definitely want to do that as well. Aho! A cutscene. Termination unsuccessful. All active processes could not be stopped.
Irregularity detected in the depths. Access has been denied.
So something is barring us from continuing further.
Terminating all Reverie corridor processes. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful.
Yeah, something wants the true Reverie corridor to remain.
System load increased to 32.1%. Phase synchronization with the outside world detected. Previously approved visitors, now recognized for arrival.
So it's bringing in more people?
Termination processes halted to prioritize the safety of incoming visitors.
Huh? Something seems different. Is it just my imagination, or are there new people in the depths have been added to the Reverie corridor? You can unlock and challenge the depths by inspecting the central core. Note that unlocking the depths will also rearrange the Reverie corridor's layout. You can now raise the levels of enemies. As a reward for clearing the main story, you can now increase enemy levels to make battles more challenging. This will also allow you to ensure battles remain satisfying even when carrying over your party's levels into a new playthrough. You can change enemy levels by selecting System and then Settings from the camp menu. That's a lot of control they afford you. Fourth stratum fulfilled.
Connecting to Reverie Garden database.
Unlock the depths. So first these. Claim victory 3 times in within 3 turns 2 times. Plus 10 RP. Lost Arts Collector. So that must mean we've gotten every single kind of Lost Arts then.
Confirming rank points accumulated.
Let's unseal this white stone first. And we'll also change up the team a bit. He's got a mission. Alright, we'll just put in the people who have them then. Wazzy. Yeah, I'm sure I won't regret this. And then, oh my gosh. She's been wholly neglected. But when we rearrange the depths, it might change up the team anyways, so. Let me save new clear data first, actually. We've gotten further in, raised some levels. Black Mirror is filled with a strange power. And we'll save over this clear data that we just created. Alright, but now to the sealing stone, or unsealing pedestal. See what all this is. Man. I probably shouldn't have even bothered. White sealing stone. I'm expecting this to just unlock one of the things. Uh-oh, whoops. The Daydream, Look Back to Look Forward is now available. And that looks like the new Calvardian president, and who I assume is the Grandmaster. Interesting. We will absolutely be looking at that. But first, I want to unseal these depths. Like I said, it'll rearrange the true Reverie corridor, but that's fine. And most will just have to switch up who's in our party.
Activated.
The depths.
New information available for all visitors. An unexpected irregularity has occurred in the Reverie corridor's depths. All visitors are advised to avoid this area. I repeat, all visitors are advised to avoid this area.
That means it's time for us to head directly there. That doesn't sound good. The hell is going on? Something feels very amiss. I agree. The entire Reverie corridor may be unstable from the sound of it. Is there anything more you can tell us about what's happening?
The Reverie corridor fulfilled its purpose and was scheduled for decommissioning.
Decommissioning, which means somebody turned it on and somebody's trying to turn it off.
However, one section has been rejecting any attempts to access it. rendering the shutdown process null. Conclusion. The tampering with the causality in the outside world created an unknown irregularity in the corridor's depths. A total of 356,698 failed attempts have been made to forcibly terminate the shutdown process.
So it's pretty safe to say that unless we intervene, it's not getting shut down. Hold on a second. It's getting hard to keep up. Did it say the Reverie corridor should have been decommissioned by now? Doesn't that mean we shouldn't even be here anymore? Yes, and an unknown cause is preventing it from shutting down. This place's purpose was to help us gain strength before confronting the incident happening in Crossbell. But shouldn't all the business with Elysium be settled by now? Which makes it all the more unsettling that we're able to return here still. She said whatever's preventing the corridor from shutting down is happening deep inside. It doesn't bode well if even the administrator of this place can't explain or stop the anomaly. That's putting it lightly. What's up, LP? Have any ideas? Perhaps. There is something I'm worried about. Do you recall how Elysium was able to factor even the seemingly impossible by making convergence calculations? There's no telling just how many measures it could have taken to protect itself. Remember, we heard firsthand just how big of a threat Elysium viewed this place to be. You're right. Yes, I recall. I believe it was around the time we gained access to the 4th stratum.
Elysium has attempted to interfere with this space 4,096 times.
I don't know why, but this is giving me some kind of existential dread. Hey, yeah! That does kind of ring a bell. I remember. That was when we were given our memories of what was happening outside. There was a lot to process. The comments about Elysium's attempts to interfere with this place were sort of lost in the shuffle. Normally, it wouldn't be possible to tamper with a phase space like this from the outside. But given Elysium was capable of just about anything, including copying Ishmelgareen. That's right, I don't think we can rule out the possibility that it succeeded. And if it did, that would explain why whatever's happening in the depths is considered an anomaly. It copied something else insane? It's certainly an ominous possibility. Yeah, one that checks out, unfortunately. It's beginning to sound quite possible, so clearly they've got an inkling of what's going on. It also doesn't contradict anything the Black Mirror told us. Let's assume this theory is correct. Then what we're dealing with is yet another one of Elysium's machinations. That's the impression I'm under. Elysium may be gone now, but I can't turn a blind eye to something it was responsible for. It's my responsibility as its former administrator. I want to fully put the past in order before I set off on my new journey. That's the spirit! I've got your back, even if it means getting my hands dirty. Yes, we all share a connection to this place. It concerns us just as much. This is a challenge meant for all of us. Just like the tower was. Bingo! We wouldn't have toppled that thing if not for all the iron we pumped in here. We owe it to the garden and corridor after all the strength we gained. This is unfinished business for each of us. Let's do this! Looks like we're all in. I'm always up for doing some more exploring. The corridor's depths are bound to be fraught with new perils, but we can't let that stop us. Naturally, it rests on our shoulders to uncover the source of the anomaly and set things right. Just like we've always done. Consider this your chance to show everything you've learned on your journeys thus far. And if history repeats, we'll overcome this so long as we work together. And there's a good chance we won't remember what we're about to do anyway, you know. Not that I'm against us going through with it. That's a good point. They're doing good just for the sake of doing good. We've spent a lot of time here together and achieved so much.
I'd like to leave behind a memento that we were here, and this is the best way to do it. You mean like a lasting mark of what we overcame together? I'm down with that. Let's flex our muscles and show this place what we're made of. It's about time we stopped holding back. Beginning Reverie Corridor rearrangement. And so I'm sure this'll, yeah. Okay. The depths, that's what was back there. All right. So is it going to...
Permissions now granted to enter areas beyond the 4th stratum. May fortune favor you as you enter these depths.
We don't need luck as long as we're together.
That's right. Everyone double check their gear. We'll head for the depths as soon as we're ready.
Right.
I want those gold ceiling stones, though. Coda beyond the Reverie. All right. You can now access the 5th stratum. The Reverie Corridor's layout has been rearranged. Use the elevator at the end of the 4th stratum to access the 5th stratum. New items are now available from the Millennial Trove and Blazing Forge. Additional characters can now be recruited via gold ceiling stones. Group master missions are now available. What are these? Tutorials, even after the final boss. You gotta hand it to Trails. Some missions require 3 or more members. The rewards are always excellent, and you will even receive a special bonus for clearing a mission for the first time. You will also be rewarded with a special post-combat scene after clearing group missions. Alright. And so that means Guardian Beasts 5 fulfilled, new mini missions 5 fulfilled. And then conquer the 5th stratum.
Confirming rank points accumulated.
I can't believe it.
Liberation
Indomitable Liberator. And there's SS and SSS ranks, of course.
Transferring high rank reward.
Solomon Garb. So the Solomon Garb we got, but we're definitely not getting... We probably have to get literally everything. Oh, no, it's still the same. Okay. Who is the Solomon Garb for? Oh, it's an item. A beautiful garb that is said to contain all manner of wisdom. So it's a straight buff across the board for everything. We will give it... for funsies, let's give it to her. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna run these stratums a few times. I want to get those gold ceiling stones. So, hold on, 1 second. Heimdall, Ost District. So I'm assuming we're gonna drop in on a 9 Valley here. Yep. Oh. Whew. Finally. Took a while to pin down the address. And she's actually here, and Cerberus isn't running the joint. Up all night trying to make that money? Oh, it's a delivery.
Welcome. Can't say I got my merch lined up yet, but feel free to poke around.
Special delivery! Long time no see, Jingo.
Oh, Capua delivery service. Nice, you managed to find the place.
She lugged all that here by herself?
I take it you got the goods?
True to our slogan, you can always count on Capua. So yeah, I got your goods right here.
So she's got a new voice actress too, because that is not, oh my gosh, what's her name? Starts with a J. Julianne Taylor. That is not Julianne Taylor.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you opened a new branch smack dab in the middle of Heimdall, especially at your age.
No, that definitely still is her. She's just not doing her normal thing, I think.
It's no big deal, really. I made some good connections during the war. All I did was put them to use.
Chose a damn good spot to set up shop, too. It's perfect for Nine Volley.
So now we're back to Nine Volley? I'm gonna keep calling it Nine Valley.
Doesn't stand out too much, but still easy enough to find walking around. A perfect balance, I would reckon.
It's because she's talking more normally instead of like shouting all over the place. Because when she shouts, her voice is very distinct. Like with Ibuki Miyota, that's how she normally sounds. When she's just talking to you like a regular person, it's a bit harder to hear it, but that's definitely still Julianne Taylor.
Well, the shop that was here moved closer to the heart of the city. I figured I'd better snatch this prime real estate while I can. As I'm sure you guys know, a successful enterprise has a lot of moving parts, and good luck's one of them.
Well, don't sell yourself short. You definitely have a lot of business acumen.
Oh yeah, don't we know it?
Anyway, here's to a good partnership between Capua and Nine Valley's brand new Heimdall branch.
Exactly, they really need to get on top of this.
Sure thing. We've always got your back. Logistically speaking, of course.
Yeah, and we've already, the Capuas have definitely already done more than their fair share of illegal nonsense. So all that other stuff they get up to, they can't co-sign. Although, I've got to admit... What? As nice as it is to have made it good here, it's still not quite enough to get where I want to take this business in the long term. Sounds like someone's not planning to settle down anytime soon, then. Well, whatever direction you choose to take it, we'll deliver junk to make it happen. Honestly, I'm more looking for less on-demand delivery from you and more me on-demand. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. Speed is king in this day and age. You gotta keep up with society's shifting demands or you'll be left eating dust. Don't you think? I mean, sure, I guess. You gotta figure out what your customers want before they know what they want, stock up fast, and then dispatch it to them. Whether we're smuggling or selling stuff on the front lines, you need means to scoot wherever, whenever you're needed. Okay, I think I know what you're getting at now. I know this will sound rich coming from me, but I wouldn't try getting into anything too dangerous if I were you, Jingo. Well, that's where you guys come in. What can I do to get you to give me the Bobcat too? Oh, so this is how Jingo ended up with the Bobcat for when she popped in with Rufus. What? Whoa. Don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself here? Give her the Bobcat too? I figured you wanted an airship, yeah, but why's it gotta be the Bobcat too? Do they have... I'm sure they have more than one machine in their fleet by this point, but still. Well, if I want to lug around heavy weaponry, I need something big. It'd be swell if I could get one as big as the Courageous too. So she wants to basically be a mobile Nine Valley. But an airship that huge needs a crew to run it, and that's a little out of my zone right now. Or not zone, but I got too much mirror sunk into this shop now to buy big. You get the idea. I don't think money alone's gonna get you the Courageous. Anyway, that's why I want your bucket of bolts, respectfully speaking, of course. It's perfect for an operation my size, and I like how easily it moves and how easy you can soup it up. And she's already proven herself out in the field, so I know she can handle herself in a scrap. From what I hear, you guys are looking to switch to a new ship as you expand your own business, right? So how about selling it off to me on the cheap? Who knows, might always help me think of you when I need a delivery. So that's your angle. Yeah, maybe give it to me for a bit of a discount and I'll use you guys' services more. Well, sorry, but we're not upgrading to a bigger ship. We're gonna go for a bunch of smaller ones instead. Right, which makes more sense. Then you can do more deliveries at one time rather than having to like lump all your deliveries together and slow down your service overall. We realized that would better suit our business structure for the time being. They're gonna be an aerial Amazon before you know it. What? You're kidding me! We know Jingo still gets it, but now the question is how? Nope. I don't know what else to say other than sorry, I guess? You gotta reconsider! If you act now, I'll throw and dispatch you with Cerberus here free of charge! Wait, what does that mean? You sure drive a hard bargain, but there's no changing our minds. It's got sentimental value, you know? Tell me more about your dispatching Cerberus thing, though. I'm into it. Damn. So much for my genius scheme. Oh, don't let it get you down. I'm sure something good will come along soon. Like you said, luck's a part of business. Crap, look at the time. I better get on with my next delivery. See you around, and don't be a stranger. You know we love working with you. Well, that plan's scuttled. She's got to go back to the drawing board. Guess that's a wash. Does Cerberus have an idea? Yeah, he's beating feet. What's gotten into you, boy? What? You trying to give me this to cheer me up or something? What's that? A seed? What a weird stone. Where'd you pick this thing up anyway? So you grabbed it because it smelled nice? I mean, I don't smell anything, but I don't have a dog nose either. She can really talk to this guy. Oh, alright, I'll quit moping. Can't throw myself a pity party forever. We got more important stuff to do. Thanks, partner. We're already turning into a fine hound if this is how you look out for your master. If only it were so easy getting my mitts on a big proper ship. Well, I'm sure we'll get one. Daydream, one lucky stone and one unlucky ship. I can kind of, because of the thumbnail, Juno Naval Fortress, Blast from the Past. I can kind of see how this might go. Oh. Marquee Ballad. Greetings, my beloved granduncle. I trust you are doing well. Would that I could be there in person for this. First, allow me to offer my congratulations on becoming the acting ruler of the Lemaire province. With His Excellency having returned to the imperial capital, normally it would fall to me as the next Duchess to take the position. However, since I am still but a student, I feel that the responsibility is too heavy for me to bear. But I'm relieved that you have taken up the position, granduncle. I know now that Lemaire province is in good hands. Therefore, I have several ideas pertaining to Lemaire's governance that I'd like to share with you, so I've included the materials. And so I believe that would be the best approach moving forward. So, I mean, she basically said she's too busy, but she just told him how he needs to govern. I pray for your continued success and health. Your beloved grandniece, Mildine. Beloved granduncle, my foot! Of course I'm not doing well! My lord, please calm yourself. How can I be calm when that little brat is... Do you speak of Lady Mildine? Whatever might be the matter with her? She ran off with the title of next Duchess, but she still pushes all the work on me! The responsibility is too heavy. Lies! She wrote down all the policies she expects me to enact in excruciating detail. Yet she makes me do all the heavy lifting while she lives her carefree student life. Ugh, what an annoyance this is!
If I may ask, my lord, precisely why did you accept the position of acting ruler?
It was requested of me from the government. If I turned it down, my position would only worsen. Yeah, he's not in too great standing because of all the shenanigans.
Why, I had no idea.
Of course, there's a very real possibility that the girl might mess things up. So it's my job as her nobleman granduncle to show her how it's done.
My word, such familial bonds! Your kindness truly knows no bounds, my lord.
Okay, bro, calm down. Nonsense. I'd simply rather our family name not be dragged through the mud.
Duly noted, my lord.
That said, I wasn't expecting they'd dump the responsibility of looking after the unmanned naval fortress on me as well. This giant place? Okay, well, I guess knowing it's unmanned now makes it a little less weird that there was nobody there when it got blasted to Kingdom Come.
If memory serves, during the restructuring of the Imperial military, the division here was moved elsewhere.
There's no entertainment to be had here, and it takes far too long to get to Ordis. Who do they think I am?
If this is an official request, you mustn't leave the fortress unmanned for an extended period.
No, definitely don't bring people back here.
You'll have to attend to public business here. With that I had an airship, travel wouldn't be an issue.
So it looks like we're about to have some aligned interests between some unlikely parties. My ships were seized when I was hit with appropriation of public funds. But these dark days will soon be behind me. I plan to buy my own personal ship soon after all. Speaking of which, how goes developments on that end? You've explored options, yes?
That business, My lord, it pains me to say this, but I implore you to be more careful.
How so?
Recall, if you will, the traveling fortune teller you recently invited to the fortress.
Lucy? Of course, that young woman clad in black, yes? I called her here to kill some time. So Luciola is wandering around Erabonia, probably because of the wedding. I'm sure she was there in some capacity. If Cedric was able to pop in unnoticed, she definitely was able to. According to her read, Luciola and Cedric are now family-in-law. Interesting. According to her reading, you should avoid frivolous spending for the time being. Otherwise, misfortune shall befall you. Well, about that. You'd have to be mad to believe the words of such a suspicious woman. I am the great nobleman Ballad. I would never fear such nonsense. The plan remains unchanged, and soon I'll fly wherever my whims take me. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you. But I wonder what that... Oh, so it was Beryl. We got a customer? Well, it's your lucky day. As it just so happens, we're having a fire sale. Boom! On grenades. Fancy a case of 3? I can pack them right up. Oh, I don't need anything so crude. I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't Luciola, but... We are all bound in the tangled web of fate, and the threads that pull me hither and hence decreed I must visit your curious store. You sure like to talk funny, miss. Well, whatever. Looking's free. You're welcome to check out the merch. She's selling microwaves? Laura talked like refrigerators were pretty new back in like CS1.
Oh, is this stone what I think it is?
You some kind of rockophile?
If I'm not mistaken, this thing appeared in Liberl.
In Liberl? A weird seed-shaped stone in Liberl. Doesn't ring any bells. Wait, you know about it? What is it?
I sense mysterious waves emanating from this stone.
In fact, it may be something of a sacred object that brings good fortune. You think so? I don't have a damn clue about it. Just looks like a million other rocks I've seen. I gotta ask, who are you anyway? I am but a traveling fortune teller. I travel upon the whims of a higher power in search of the mysterious. Tell me, why would you be willing to part with that stone? I'd like ever so, or would you be willing to part with that stone? I'd like ever so much to have it. I mean, sure, I'm willing to sell it, but I don't know what sort of price you're supposed to put on a plain old rock. In that case, I propose a trade. Whoa, she's got a rare Mishi? So Jingo's gonna trade her way up to an airship? What say you give me the stone in exchange for this work of art? I spent nights toiling on it, we can tell. Be real with me here. This thing got a hex on it or something? Oh, no, not at all. It's simply an ordinary doll. I've placed no curses on it whatsoever. Or would you prefer if it had some? Nah, I'm good, thanks. I can't come up with a legit reason to hang on to the rock, to be honest. So yeah, sure, you got yourself a deal. Wonderful. Having owned this stone, fortune is sure to visit you ere long. And with that, I'll take my leave. Maybe meet again when our fates cross paths once more. So long. Well, she was an oddball, but that could have gone worse. Maybe I need to think about stocking up on fortune-telling stuff too. So who's gonna come in next and want that Mishi? Laura, perhaps? But what would Laura be able to trade her that would be higher in— Whoa. My lord, I have something to report. Oh, what is it? All this paperwork has put me in a foul mood. Surely this can wait till later. Are you certain, my lord? The airship you purchased has arrived. Dang, that was quick. But if you're feeling unwell, by all means, please rest. Wait! My ship is here? Indeed, the dealer has delivered it to the rooftop. At long last, a sweet treat to offset all this bitterness. Bring me to the ship at once. You can't walk there? But, my lord, were you not feeling— Oh, forget that! I'm perfectly fine, and I simply must see my ship. If you'll just follow me, then. So there's got to be more to this. Oh, I'm practically frothing at the mouth at this ship's prospects. I have not had the pleasure of beholding it personally yet, as I left all the details to the dealer. But surely an airship like the Pantagruel will be well suited for a great nobleman such as myself. This thing is about to be super duper dinky. Even if it may not be grand in scale, provided it's dignified and majestic, it should serve my lofty needs. My aesthetic tastes have been finely honed over the years. I'll not easily accept any less than the finest. And now the moment of truth? Where is my ship? Right before you, my lord. Again, I ask, where is my ship? Yes, my lord. Here it is, before you. But this... This is little more than a dinghy! Yeah, but it looks like it could get you from point A to point B in the air. This is your recently purchased private airship, my lord. Absurdity! You can't possibly be suggesting that I ride this flying piece of detritus! According to the broker, this ship is one of RF's most evergreen products. It's received numerous modifications, and its engine's been replaced with that of a new model. It is, in fact, a tremendously high-speed airship. Damn damn the speed! It's an eyesore, I say! A cankerous pustule of a ship! Nothing about its build quality befits a man of my caliber! What if the ship I was so fond of when I was considering my options? Probably too broke to afford it. Of which ship do you speak, my lord? You know the one! The stunning ship designed after Valflame Palace! It lacked potential buyers and was thus discontinued for being unprofitable. I beg your pardon! Then what of the other ship? The one that resembled a fancy hotel, complete with an indoor pool! Quality control concerns inflated its price far beyond your budget, my lord. I had no choice but to turn down the offer. Yeah, too broke. You what? I suppose many of my belongings have been repossessed. This is true. Well, what of the cutting-edge high-speed passenger ship developed by that factory in Liberl? A ZCF model? Sure, it's a commercial vehicle that lacks the noble personality I desire, but it was quite the comfortable ride, I'll admit. Surely our budget could have covered that. That particular model is incredibly popular. It has been sold out for some time. Pre-orders are booked all the way through next year, as a matter of fact. Blast it! Factories in small countries are worse than worthless! They can learn a thing or 1,000 from our production model! Regardless, I am far from satisfied. What possessed you to buy a ship anathema to my fine tastes? My lord, I believe you strictly demanded that the broker purchase a ship no matter what. That does ring a bell, true? Do cheer up, my lord. Appearances aside, surely will prove most useful during travel. I was so hopeful. My very own majestic, magnificent ship. The envy of all. So, I mean, he got his airship, even if it's not as a grand spectacle as he wanted it to be. Oh, Shirley! Damn, you've really got the hookup here. I had no idea there was anywhere in Heimdall that sold this kind of merch. Somebody sure knows her stuff. Welcome to the Nine Valley Heimdall branch. As it happens, we only set up shop recently. Nine Valley. Nine Valley, Nine Valley. Yeah, I mean, there was one over in Crossbell. Huh? What's up? Does she recognize her? Oh, they recognize each other. You're the little squirt from Crossbell. And you're with the Red Constellation. What's it been, like 2 years? Ha, damn, of all places to find you, you and your shop have definitely taken good care of us. Can't believe you're doing business in the freaking capital these days. Not bad, Pipsqueak, not bad at all. Thanks. Sounds like the society's keeping you plenty busy yourself these days. Well, what can I say? A lot can happen in 2 years. I hear that. Whoa, get a load of that! I love it already! So that's gonna be the crazy thing, yeah. That is definitely something with her aesthetic. It definitely fits her. You mean that doll? Just to be clear, it's not cursed or anything, in case you were wondering. Who would ever want to curse? Ever want to curse such a cute doll? Wait, cute? Seriously? Yeah, it's hella cute. I've always loved dolls like this, but this one's really my jam. Hey, as long as you like it, it's no skin off my back. You gonna buy it or what? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I'm traveling kind of light on Mira at the moment. Wait, I know. How about you trade me this for it? What is that? What is this? A bomb? Can't say I've ever seen one like it. No surprise there, it's an orbital mine, just developed. Basically, it blows up when it detects orbital energy. Seems very dangerous. You don't say. Wonders never cease. Yup, Lady Belle decided to throw it together for shits and giggles. Maribel made that? I took one for myself because I figured it'd be fun to have, but it's kind of just burning a hole in my pocket, so I figure maybe I ought to pass it on. What do you say? That good enough for you? Sure, you got yourself a deal. Rad. Thanks, little one. No, thank you. It's not every day I score something like this. Not to change the subject, but what's that luggage you're hauling around there? Okay, I thought that was part of the store, because I was like, what is she doing with it otherwise? It looks like it weighs a good amount. You got a fight on your plate somewhere after this? Might be a good idea to add along to your arsenal. I'll sell it to you on the cheap. Sorry to disappoint, but all I've got in there are my clothes and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, I went to Thor's with old princey boy Cedric himself for a while. Before I left, I forgot to ever pack my shit up. Fast forward to yesterday when I finally remembered. Figured I'd try my luck and see if it was still lying around. Get this. It was all sitting in a corner of Dolphy's room, nice and tidy, just waiting for me to pick it up. I couldn't believe my damn eyes. Dolphy? As in the Class 7 instructor? Never would have pegged him to be so soft for the likes of you. I mean, that is his cousin, I think. I know, right? But crazier things have happened, and I forgot she actually attended Thor's as a student for a while. Anyway, my time on campus was pretty lame. Never wound up bumping into anyone fun. Like I would have even settled for falling in with some run-of-the-mill burnouts in diction class on the regular. But nope, that place is duller than my chainsaw after a good messy workout. Oh yeah, I'm with you 100%. Thor's ain't without its share of capable students, but they're all too straight-laced for their own good. They'd be more fun if they dropped the prim and proper act and gave in to their inner desires, if you ask me. At least once in a blue moon. Seriously, finally someone who gets me! I don't like dealing with total stiffs any more than you do. I hear you loud and clear, trust me. Huh, we are vibing so hard right now. Team Ginger, rise up! I think you and I are gonna be real good pals. Same. Hope I see you more often from now on. You'll always be welcome here at Nine Valley. And now we can hop back over to Marquee Ballad, probably becoming more and more upset with his lot in life. Oh, did something happen to the ship? My lord! What is it now? And why are you in such a panic? You have a guest. So turn them away. I don't remember making any appointments. The guest is from the Inspectorate. Is it Machias or Reiner? What? Machias. Pardon me? I'm Inspector Machias Regnitz from the Government Accountability Inspectorate. Marquee Ballad, I'm here to investigate you under suspicion of appropriating public funds. Jeez. What? Was the airship? Okay, so maybe the airship deal wasn't completely on the up and up? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times! I've done nothing wrong! I'm just doing my job, sir. Do you really think such a heavy-handed investigation is necessary? Marquee, if I may. When you were Lemaire Province's provisionary leader, you misused your authority multiple times, did you not? Right! He's acting like he's got any sort of good faith to trade on. Well, you see, at the time I had assumed House Cayenne would be mine. Motives aside, your previous offenses stand. As such, you've been added to a list of high-profile individuals. And subsequently, when something suspicious occurs, the rules require that it must be investigated post-haste. So, the purchase of that airship triggered this then. Needless to say, the Inspectorate has released an official warrant,
So please don't make this any more difficult than it has to be. Yeah, he's got all legal reason to investigate all up and down this place. Oh, and I'll be proceeding with the investigation on my own, so feel free to return to your work. How can I possibly focus on work? Well, that's interesting. So, regarding your most recent use of funds, pancakes, cream puffs, eclairs, tarts, pudding, macarons, tiramisu, waffles, bundt cakes. This guy's got a sweet tooth. Are you running a bakery? A fine post-meal dessert is an unshakable nobility tradition. Well, nobility or otherwise. I'm pretty sure that many treats in such a short span goes well beyond a post-meal dessert. Not to be rude, but might I suggest showing a bit more self-restraint? You really must watch your blood sugar at your age. Impudence! I mean, yeah, that is kind of rude of Marquee to just tell him. But the kind of stress I deal with on a day-to-day basis, I need sweets to keep my head on straight. I didn't realize you were so stressed. According to your purchase records, we have Bonding with Your Niece in 8 Easy Steps, The Doofus's Guide to Being Adored by a Younger Relative. Huh. He really values his relationship with Muse, huh? Huh. Are these related to Muse? I mean, Lady Mildine? Absolutely not. I'd sooner chew on quartz than bond with the likes of her. These books are simply to prepare myself in the unlikely event of a worthy niece. He can't be honest with himself about it. I like that though. That made me like Ballad a whole lot more. He really values his relationship with Muse and wants it to be better. Noted. I'm sure things are rough, so that's why he agreed to do it. That's why he agreed to be the taste tester. I thought Muse had something on him, but no, he did it because he wanted to make her happy. I'm sure things are rough, so best of luck with all that. Moving right along. Hair tonics, hair recuperation supplements, scalp massage appointments. It's over, dude. Let it go. No comment? No response? I suppose you worry about this sort of thing? Must you offer your editorializing? My apologies. Yeah. Yeah. And for the record, hard workers like yourself are among the types who lose their hair. You're a young one, but let your guard down and you'll be bald as an egg before you realize it. Yeah, I'll be careful. That's cool, though. Alright, well, I was wondering why this came after the thing, but I'm sure, but that tells us a lot about Marquee Ballad. I mean, he's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. After careful investigation, I've concluded that there's no evidence of appropriation of public funds by Marquee Ballad. I apologize for taking up your time, and I thank you for your cooperation. See? What did I tell you? My word, I've never been so embarrassed. I'll be sure to report my findings directly to the inspectorate. This will surely help mend some of the lost trust. As long as you spread word of my greatness, I can consider it water under the bridge. What, if I may ask, cast suspicion on me this time? Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's got to be that purchase. That's literally the only thing he did. You recently purchased an airship, correct? Well, airships don't exactly come cheap. And the timing overlapped with you starting your new position, which raised a pretty big red flag. Are you meaning to tell me it was all due to the ship? To be frank, yes. Stupid, stupid ship! I mean,
The ship is doing nothing but bringing him misfortune. Whoa, Zeno and Leo. You guys customers? If you need something, ask Cerberus there. He'll get you boys taken care of.
Looks like your little helper's turning into a fine dog.
Hell, forget the rest of your mercs. I want to buy this fine furball. Oh, it's you two from Zephyr. Been a while. Sorry, but I don't run a pet shop here. Cerberus ain't for sale. I'm only pulling your leg. We're here to restock on some ammunition, and they know she's got that good stuff.
And to see how your little shop's shaping up. Your mom's been wondering about you.
Well, I'm doing just peachy over here. Next time you see Mama, you can tell her she's got nothing to worry about. I can see that. Must be happy business is booming for you. I get my fair share of weirdos here, but if nothing else, there's never a dull moment. How about you boys? You holding up okay?
Indeed. We're traveling around the continent to rebuild the organization right now, as a matter of fact.
It's a lot of work, I'll tell you what. But the boss man entrusted us with Zephyr's future, so we can't let him down.
Times like this, it's hard not to wish our little chick hadn't changed course and put her skills to use elsewhere. We could sure use them now.
What's done is done. All we can do is figure things out one step at a time ourselves.
Agreed.
Can't say I really get what you two are going on about, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. But you don't look too beat up about it, so I guess it's going well enough. Anyway, I've really worked to bolster my lineup, so if you two need anything, ask away. I've got the goods.
In that case, let's start off with the usual.
We also need these two topped off, and then from there, they're gonna notice that orbital mine.
That should be just about everything.
Cool. Anything else I can do for you boys? Nope, I think we're set. Unless you've gotten anything fun in recently you suspect might interest us, that is. You know what customer did recently trade something in I bet you two might like? So, I wouldn't be surprised if Zeno had added these to his repertoire by the next time we fight him. Whoa! What the hell is that bad boy?
It looks like some type of reactive bomb. But if you don't recognize it, Zeno, then I have no hope of knowing what it is either.
Actually, you're on the right track there. But unlike the bombs you're thinking of, it doesn't explode on impact. Instead, it blows up when it detects orbital energy. It's called an orbital mine. You don't say. Shit, this is news to me. I've never heard of anything like that. Figured you hadn't. But you see, it's the only one of its kind right here. Damn, I better take this baby home and disassemble it to see how it works. Or else my name isn't the Trap Master. So you're buying? Great, I'll hook you up with a discount. That's kind of you to offer, but for something that rare, I'd feel bad buying it for less than it's really worth. I mean, all the bad guys have some. Well, they're not bad guys, they're just Jaegers. They're just mercenaries, ultimately. I know, how about I trade you this for it? I was planning on selling it somewhere down the line anyway, so might as well. I'm sure he's got something hulking. A golden Mishi statue? Whoa! A Mishi statue and a golden one too! That's not all that's great about him. See his face? He's angry? Those eyebrows! It's retro Mishi!
I don't see it. Does he really look that different?
You need to study your Mishi history, my friend. Retro Mishi's absolutely different. This guy was around back when Michelin first opened up. The furrowed eyebrows make him look way sassier, so he's like American Kirby. In fact, some fans absolutely prefer this one over the bumbling oaf most people now associate with the Mishi brand.
I see. You're alarmingly knowledgeable about your imaginary cats, Zeno.
That's because at one point I was thinking of putting together a small autonomous bomb in his likeness and needed to do some research.
Oh, come on, say something, will you? Your silence is killing me! In any case, I'm impressed you managed to get your hands on this thing. And I've been around the block long enough to know pure gold when I see it, right? He's trading away a pure gold statue? Well, I guess, because if he can make a lot of orbital mines out of that, then he's getting a pretty good deal, honestly. Yep, you've got a keen eye there. You remember Speaker Hartman? Not particularly. I think so. He was that big shot in the Crossbell Dia, yeah? He was pro Erebonia, but got himself arrested 2 years back after he got in too deep, if I recall. Bingo. After he fell from power and tried to run, he came to us for protection for a time. His arrest took place after our contract with him expired, but not before we received the Mishi as our payment. From what I understand, he used the power of his office to get it made for him when the park was still under construction. Wait. Hartman's not the dude we got at the beginning of Azure, is he? I feel like he had a different name. Yeah. He was a really handsome looking dude. With the slick back hair. I don't think his name was Hartman though. Damn, that's one hell of a backstory. That park sure has a lot of dark secrets. I hear some stuff went down there during the whole Azure Tree incident too. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. So, my Mishi statue for your orbital mine. That sound like a fair trade to you? You bet. It's a deal, my friend. Oh yeah, before you go, I guess the guild branch in Heimdall's back up and running. Might find old Sylphid there with any luck. Oh, so you're saying Fee may be in town. Maybe we ought to sneak into the building and take a look for ourselves. You do know that if you two get caught, they're not gonna let you off easy, right? Not to worry. If that happens, we'll just show them a good time. Physically. It'll be a good chance to gauge everyone's strength. Yeah, what he said. No big deal. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Just don't go wreaking too much havoc if you can help it. You know, they're like, okay, we'll either talk to Fee or we'll get to fight a whole bunch of bracers. Either's fine. Absurdity! I can't believe that young lady is making me attend the Imperial Provincial Council! As a matter of fact, she will be meeting with you at the venue and attending the council as well. Ah, is that so? Fair enough. But no, it is most certainly not fair! Why involve me at all? Per Lady Mildean's words, I believe having Granduncle present will make this a more worthwhile council, especially as he tends to government affairs. I suppose she does have a point. Fine. I, the great nobleman Ballad, shall forge the way forward for these young lords. And so I end up riding this accursed thing after all. This is indeed the best means of travel, as our destination is another province. If I'm not mistaken, it will be your first time boarding it since your purchase. I loathe this ship, but I'd be a fool not to take advantage of something I spent a significant sum of Mira on. So I guess this is how he and Jingo are gonna cross paths. Just him? My lord, the ship has yet to undergo pre-launch examination. Do please wait here. I believe the servants who are to act as crew shall be arriving momentarily. I'm in no rush. I simply wanted to be the first to board the ship. My ship. What? What's with all the birds? What is going on? Lord Marquee? Did some birds make it their nest? I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, okay. What was up with the birds? Accursed birds! I know it hasn't been used for some time, but never would I have imagined birds would make a nest in it. Even wildlife is against me now, and it's all because of this damned airship! Still, it's in overall great shape. It just needed a little maintenance. We'll be able to reach the conference in short order. As much as I loathe this accursed contraption, it is quite comfortable to ride.
We are currently passing over Langdok Canyon. What speed this airship has! We'll be out of Lemire airspace in no time. Excellent. I am exhausted, so do wake me when we arrive. As you wish, your lordship. Uh-oh. What is happening? I apologize, but the ship isn't responding. What? The engine has stopped, and the controls are not functional. If we don't fix it, we're going to crash. How can this be? Did the pre-flight inspection find nothing? No! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Can anyone in there hear me? Is this gonna be Jingo? Who are you? There's no time to explain. Just please hold on tight to something. I'll do what I can. Oh, this is the ship that Tita saved? Something is gently lowering us to the ground. Huh. We've landed safely. We made it. So it seems. I genuinely thought that was the end for me. I'd love nothing more than to sincerely thank whoever came to our rescue. But first, he wants to get off the airship. You useless lump of metal! Your lordship, what are you doing? I can't believe that fortune teller was right all along. Why did I put all my money on this ship? It has brought me nothing but misfortune. I've had enough of this miserable life. I'm not going back to Juneau. And as for this abominable ship, dispose of it. I never wish to see it again. So we're gonna trade it to Jingo for the Mishi statue, no doubt. But okay, the daydreams intertwining like this is actually pretty cool. So that's how you got your mitts on this bad boy, huh? That's a pretty crazy turn of events. You're telling me? That wasn't a dull moment over at the other branch, I swear. I bet there wasn't. Still, why are you leaving this thing with me? I thought you were crazy for that cat, just like every kid your age. That weird-faced retro Mishi's got just ain't doing it for me. I don't think he'd bring much to my collection, you know? Anyway, the way I figure, we've got the best shot of selling that thing here on his home turf in Crossbell. So, what do you say, Mama? Think you can find him a good home? Oh yeah, no problem. I laid some bait out yesterday, you might say, so I'm pretty sure someone's gonna bite sooner. Tio, I want him. You have to let me have him. She is fiending. Told you, didn't I? Alright, Jingo, you know what to do. Go close that deal. Hey, you're that tiny little squirt who's with the SSS, ain't you? Talk about the pot calling the tea kettle black, but never mind that. When I heard you had a super rare Mishi statue in stock, I came running as fast as I could. Are the rumors true? Oh, they're true, alright. But it's the middle of the day. Ain't you supposed to be at work or something? Are you serious? Mishi is my top priority in life. I'd drop anything to get to him. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not that hardcore. I was just too excited to focus on my work, so the others told me to come and check it out. Sure sounds like Mishi's your top priority, but what do I know? Look, I don't care what you think. Are you going to show me that Mishi statue or not? She wants it. Alright, alright. Feast your eyes on this. He's so shiny. And it's not every day you get to see him in his original form either. What a dazzling work of art! I can hardly stand to gaze upon such majesty with my mortal eyes! Could have fooled me. You can't even peel your peepers off the thing for a second. And is Rexo Mishi a fave or something? It's not that. I love Mishy in all of his beautiful forms, no matter what shape he takes. You might even say I'm a misanthrope. Okay. A misanthrope? Is that even a word? Plus, wouldn't that mean you hate Mishy? Jeez, you must really love Mishy if you have to come up with new vocab to describe how you feel. When I first learned the truth about Mishy, it tormented me greatly. The truth about Mishy? What? But eventually, I realized something important. All Mishys are beautiful and deserve my love. And so here I am. Right. Looks like I still have a long way to go before I can call myself a true Mishy fan like you, Bluehead. You know what? Go ahead and have him. Wow. That's surprisingly generous of her. Really? Are you sure? Giving away a solid gold Mishy? A rare solid gold Mishy? But I guess Tio is super crazy for it. Oh, thank you! Thank you so much. I'll treasure him for the rest of my days. He'll be a family heirloom. How much do I owe you? Zilch, don't worry about it. He belongs with you. Don't be ridiculous. It'd be an insult to Mishy himself if I didn't offer you something in return for such a masterpiece. That said, I don't have all that much merit to my name. How about I trade you a certain something for it? Does it sound fair? An orbital staff, maybe? Oh? What do you have in mind? Well... I can't imagine anything other than... Well, Tio might have something cooked up. A few days later... Days later? An airship? Never thought I'd get my hands on one of these. So Tio just gave her an airship? Then what about the... Oh, this is probably a repainted one. So, Tio's team got the airship from him, and that's... Okay, I see. It's a high-speed aircraft that a noble family disposed of once upon a time. The Foundation was supposed to take care of scrapping it, but other than being behind on maintenance, it's still in good shape. Getting rid of it would be such a waste. I'll make arrangements for it to be handed over as recycling, we'll call it. It'd cost the Foundation a pretty mirror to dispose of it, so you'd actually be doing us a favor by taking it. After all, I know you'll make good use of it, Jingo. Consider it yours.
I never expected I'd end up getting something like this for that junk.
Yeah. It really was good fortune. Trade after trade after trade after trade.
Mods are all set. Paint's nice and dry. I hereby christen you with your new name, the Argo. This is the beginning of a new era for Nine Valley. Hope you're ready for some wild and crazy cargo, baby.
She put in the work. She deserves it. Well, really, she got super duper lucky. Daydream, one lucky stone and one unlucky ship. And True Waterfall.